Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the JK Podcast, the only podcast that believe that law is actually way too OP.
OP.
You got it.
JK.
I'm Ken O'Connor.
I'm Josh Brandman.
And this is the JK Podcast, your somewhat weekly podcast where me and Josh talk about all the stuff that we want to talk about.
We try.
We try so hard.
But, Ken.
Yo.
Isn't there something special about today's podcast?
Woohoo! Yes, as of time recording, it is currently September 8th at 9:18 p.m.
For it.
There we go. 9:18 p.m. For those of you who don't know, this is actually, well, it passed a couple days ago. This is the 1-year anniversary episode of JK.
It's more or less, yeah.
Yeah, last year on September 4th, me and Josh recorded our first episode, Smashing Megas on the new 3DS. That's when they announced the new 3DS, and we got the new Mega Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was released the next day on September 5th. So, yeah.
So, for anyone that's stuck with us from the beginning, sorry for the very infrequent podcasts.
No, I think that we did a pretty good job, all things.
I don't think it's that bad, but just
like this is what we do for a living. I have a full-time job. You go to school full-time and do another job as well. Like,
yeah. So I mean, now you're also a professional YouTube gaming streamer. So like, you know, no, but we can plug that in a second. But yeah, so I mean, it's been relatively weekly. Time to time, there's been some gaps. Like as it is, we haven't done one in like a month.
2 months. Our last episode was on July 29th.
Yeah, so a month and a half.
Month and a half, yeah.
We'll average it. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I've been busy a lot, so it's been hard. But
yeah, I think people understand why we can't get an episode every single week. And at the same time, if there's nothing to talk about, then why make an episode? And this has really been like a pretty dry summer too.
It's a Vicky-free summer. Okay,
Vicky-free summer.
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of good because sometimes then if we take these little breaks here and there, then we got like a ton of things to be like, whoa, whatever.
Yeah.
Even though technically today, for our 1-year anniversary, we've been doing a lot of leading up to all this stuff. So we've been flirting with the idea, oh my God, One Piece podcast, whatever. It is here, folks, and it will be great.
Let me just state that when I started watching One Piece, there were 700 episodes out. By the time I finished watching One Piece, there were 707 episodes out. I watched 700 episodes of One Piece in 7 weeks.
And now you also watch 708, correct?
Yes, I'm all caught up.
Very nice, sir.
Yeah,
that's actually very impressive.
Yeah.
Between all different things you do, to then also watch hey, man, you gotta love it.
Here's the thing. If you take out the opening theme and the closing theme and the next one on One Piece and the stuff in between, like the stuff in between recapping each episode,
yeah, there's
about 10 minutes of content per episode.
Yeah, about 10 to 15. So
it's not like I'm watching 30 minutes of I didn't watch 730 minutes of television. It was more like 10, 15 each.
Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty impressive. But before we get into all that stuff, all the One Piece nonsense, I mean, good stuff.
Oh, there's nonsense too.
Well,
there's lots of nonsense.
Oh God. So more generally, just to inform everyone out there, Mr. Kind King 01, the Kenneth Man himself.
Who's that? Oh, man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So we had discussed on here actually the whole. Now there's the YouTube gaming thing. We did a very brief little thing on that at one point.
Yeah, because they mentioned it and then like it didn't come out until like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So we didn't really talk more about it.
You trying to do the whole YouTube thing got on board with the YouTube gaming.
Mm-hmm.
And you have now been streaming, I don't know, 2 weeks now?
I've done 10, 11, 13, yeah, almost 2 weeks exactly.
See, I was just doing a ballpark. That was pretty close.
Yeah, that was really close, actually.
So, you've been streaming roughly 2 weeks now, every night, 7 p.m. Eastern time, for at least 2 hours.
Yep.
And you've been playing some games such as The Binding of Isaac and currently Rogue Legacy. You also had a 1 episode stint or stream stint of the Shovel Knight where you beat it all.
I like stint.
Yeah. See, I've been paying attention, Ken. You've been streaming. I've been busy, but I'm like, what's he up to? But yeah, so Ken's been streaming on there. YouTube Gaming, check it out if you haven't.
Gaming.youtube.com/KindKing01.
There you go, everyone. And if you missed that, you can just rewind and then hear it again. Go for it. I'm assuming you'll link it too. But
absolutely.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Check him out on there. It helps him out. Helps us out in general.
Yeah.
Because if you see that, then you could check out
I'm really loving YouTube Gaming because I've been debating stream for a while, and like Twitch is definitely the more like apropos streaming area right now. Like it's much bigger, has a much larger, like everyone knows what Twitch is. Yeah. YouTube Gaming is like, hey, what's that right there? YouTube Gaming allows like playback DVR of live streams, so if you get into a stream late, you can just rewind the stream and watch what you miss.
I mean, I think it's definitely got its perks. I think it's just still in the whole new phase that people really aren't used to it. Like, I also think their interface is a little confusing, personally.
Yeah, it's not optimized yet. I
mean, and I'll admit that, like, I always watch, like, League streams and stuff like that, and that's really all on Twitch still.
Yep.
So, personally, I haven't made the move kind of thing, but I'll tune in, I'll watch your stream sometimes, I'll pop in and be like, hey, whatever. So, I mean, if you guys just start using it, check it out. See, the kind of cool thing about Ken, you doing it, is that you're at that beginning stage right now where if it does take off, you were one of those original people.
Exactly.
And it would make you big. The problem is if it doesn't, then, oh well. But yeah, you tried.
But
so
at the same time, we make so much content for YouTube. It's nice staying in the YouTube area. I know I could easily go on Twitch and upload the Twitch VODs to YouTube, but it's nice that when I'm done with the stream, boom, it's automatically on YouTube.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I just think people have to really understand those features more.
Yep.
And it's got to take a lot of time, and, it's a process. But anyway, so that's really cool. So you guys should check that out.
Yep.
Trying to think of other big developments for you.
I finally beat Binding of Isaac.
Oh, that's true. I heard 111%.
111%, yep.
Somehow that's possible.
Because the way it works is there are a certain amount of characters in the game you have to unlock. Once you unlock all the characters, beat the game with all the characters on every possible ending, and then collect all their items, that's 100%. Yeah. Then if you unlock the character called the Lost, which you have to go through this very complicated playing every character and then dying on certain floors to unlock the Lost. It takes forever to even unlock him. You unlock the Lost, and if you beat everything with the Lost, that's 110%. If you beat everything with the Lost on hard mode and grab the final item, that's the 111%.
Now, how did you do that?
Oh my, it took, again, my first 10 days of streaming was all just that, playing as the Lost. Because the Lost, one hit and he dies.
Yeah.
So,
and see, the funny thing is, I'm just questioning the last thing of, like, how'd you do it on hard mode? I don't know how you did any of it, really.
If you want to watch streams 6, 7, and 10 are when I beat the final things with the Lost.
Well, I did check out some of them. And I saw that one thing where you walked into the red poop or whatever with the angel thing. No. And you didn't even realize that you had the angel or whatever. I don't know, man.
Dude, there's so
I'm not saying I could have done any better, but
yeah.
I was just surprised you didn't actually realize what happened.
I finally beat that, and that's like a big accomplishment in my mind. I've been playing that game since January on the PC version, so
yeah,
it's nice to finally be done with it. And the DLC comes out October 30th, so that's the day I have to beat everything all over again.
Yeah, I heard you promised a 24/1 live stream.
Yeah, I'll be streaming.
See, I pay attention, man.
I know you. I never said you didn't.
I know.
But yeah, I will be streaming probably that entire weekend now that I think about it, because that's a Friday. So I'll be off that Friday, then Saturday's Halloween, then Sunday's the 1st of November. So I'll be streaming pretty much all 3 of those days, I think.
See, you guys got stuff to look forward to. Forget the podcast. You got YouTube gaming stream.
Yeah.
Also,
Fuck JK. 1 year and it's dead.
hey. But talking about October 30th, all that, and whatever, you also have another event coming up. You're doing a cool little all-day affair.
Oh yeah,
which is actually closer than October 30th. It's more like in like 2 days, 3 days,
like a day or two by the time this is uploaded.
Yeah.
Friday Mario Maker comes out, which oh my god,
11th of September.
The 11th of September. So I'm off for work that day. So I'm amiibo hunting all morning, grabbing the game, coming home and streaming as long as I can until I pass out.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned on here, I full reserved the game at Nintendo World, acting all legit, whatnot. I gotta look up what time they open or if they're doing a midnight thing. I gotta see. But
make sure you grab some amiibos too, dude.
Like what?
Bowser Jr., Zero Suit Samus, Dr. Mario, Ganondorf, the 8-bit Mario.
Yeah, I want the 8-bit one.
Yeah. Did you hear the bullshit? I think I told you this. The bullshit about the modern 8-bit one.
Yeah, so that only comes in the Wii U bundle?
Only at Walmart, only in the Wii U bundle. Nowhere else in the US.
What you're saying is almost no one is going to buy it.
No, everyone's going to buy the Wii U from Walmart, take the amiibo out, and then return it saying it doesn't work.
No.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Why?
Because it doesn't have complete packaging.
How will they know?
Oh, come on. They check when you return things.
Yeah, but they're like with Wii U's, like it's...
Are you saying they're stupid enough to not realize it comes with it?
I think they might be.
Are you going to try it?
No, like I can't do that.
I mean, I have a conscience.
Yeah, so do I. So do I.
But, I mean, that's kind of sad if people do it, which, honestly, once you say it, I'm like, yeah, they'll probably try it.
Like,
but,
I may need to, like import for that one, because it's available in Japan and Europe, like, just out, like, just in a normal...
separate thing.
Yeah.
You're saying that you, Mr. Pro USA, English only, will reach out to potentially outside countries?
If Nintendo does not release that fully in the US within the first couple of weeks, then yes.
Wow. That's a statement, folks.
Look,
you heard it here.
Here's the thing. Like, when I buy Mario Maker on Friday, I'm going to get the classic 8-bit amiibo, which is going to be awesome. It's going to work just as in the exact same way.
Wait. So how do you buy that one?
It's just sold separately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I do want that one.
Yeah.
I will pick that up.
That one's just sold separately, so no worries there.
Okay.
But, yeah, I'm going to wait a little bit and see what happens. And then I think in October, Japan is getting their Rob amiibo. And the Rob amiibo there is the classic Famicom colors, where we're getting the NES colors.
So you got to import that.
Yep. And that one I'm going to keep in the box and be special, because Rob was always like my main back in Brawl. So I'm going to keep that one special away from the other ones.
Are you ever going to open it?
No, because it won't do anything different than the normal Rob amiibo. That's the thing. I'm getting both Robs. I'm getting the NES and the Famicom one.
True.
The US one will come out and go into my case. The Japanese one will stay in its packaging.
Did you ever decide what you're doing about the Game & Watch dilemma?
No. Like, the original idea was to buy 4 Game & Watches so I can get all 4 poses.
Bundle of 3.
Yeah, but he's only in the bundle, so...
Well, what if you just buy 2?
I still need 2 more.
No, buy the 2 bundles.
What do you mean?
Buy 2 bundles. So you have 6.
No. He comes in a 3-pack with Rob, Duck Hunt Dog, Game & Watch.
Oh, dear God.
To get all 4 Game & Watches, I would need to buy that bundle 4 times, giving me a total of 4 Robs, 4 Duck Hunt Dogs, 4 Game & Watches.
Welcome to the world of reselling, Ken.
Welcome to Shorty Town, as a good friend of ours would say.
Oh my, is Shutty Town?
Shutty Town.
Did you say Shorty Town?
Yeah.
Either I heard you wrong.
No, I said Shorty.
It's Shutty Town, man.
I can't say it the way he
when
does.
you say Shutty Town, I know no one can see it.
I did the hand movement. Yes, I did the hand movement.
You did. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Good. You didn't get that wrong. That's
I did the hand. Believe me, after editing the roast that many times, seeing him do it, I'm like, okay, I got that memorized.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay.
But it's going to be a sad day on Friday when I have to open up the gold and silver Mario amiibos.
Hey, baby. Oh man, you better save those tears. I want to see how many.
It's gonna be on stream. Don't worry. I will openly weep into a cantaloupe.
Please, just cut open a cantaloupe. Just have it in a bowl. Just sit. And then you have to eat it after.
It's gonna be salty.
You're gonna be sitting there sad with like a grapefruit spoon or something.
No, like a melon baller. Just covered in like amiibo wrapping.
Oh my god.
Nintendo flags my stream for disturbing content related to their products.
That'd be hilarious. Some sort of poltergeist happened, and that thing, like, one of your amiibos just mauls you.
Oh my god. Like the
See, I'm saying all this, but I opened mine, so whatever.
Yeah, like I'm turning my head right now, looking at them. I still have the gold, the silver, and the normal Mario all in their casing. I still have the Splatoon amiibos in their casing, and the Mario Party, Luigi, Bowser, Yoshi, Peach, which don't do anything different than the normal ones.
But, like, okay, the one last argument I'm going to pose here about the Mario Party ones.
Yep.
If they're not really rare at all,
Correct.
what is the problem with just opening them, despite the fact that they're duplicates?
Oh no, it was just the fact that I had the gold, the silver, like all of them together. None of them were open, so I'm like, why should I open them now? Like if I do open them, I'll open them all together, kind of thing.
Oh man.
Yeah, there was no reason to keep them in their packaging. Just like
so, does this mean you're gonna whip out the fourth case?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to at this point.
Yes.
Okay,
that means Toad gets to be alongside people instead of stranded in the bottom right corner.
No, he'll still be alone.
Oh
no, he'll be with the other Mario ones.
Just to spite me, you're gonna make a divider in the case and just have his own little section.
I'll get like a baseball display case, like like just a single baseball.
Yeah, the single thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like have it just. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, so really long tangent. Wow.
Yeah.
But. So Mario Maker, going to be really exciting. You're going to be streaming that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try and pick it up. Biggest thing is, while you're streaming, if I get a chance, I want to make some levels, upload them, and you get to play them on stream. So it'll be kind of cool to look out for.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be doing that.
And we had talked about possibly you guys recording an episode of Tag with the levels that I make exclusively or something.
Mm-hmm.
So if it gets to that point, I make a ton of levels. You guys go for it. It'll be kind of cool.
Yes.
Yeah, so things to look forward to on that front. Trying to think of anything else coming out really recent.
In 2 weeks, we have Animal Crossing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, can we talk about that really quick?
Go ahead.
Because, okay, so that's the most depressing thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, for you especially.
Because I think I did it. I did even say it. I said it on Tag. I don't know if I said it on here.
Well, here's the thing. Europe got a new 3DS XL, basically the Pop-Tart 2.0.
Yeah.
That was announced in Europe, and we assumed because when they announced the first Pop-Tart in Europe, we got in the US as well.
Exactly.
Instead, the US is getting the normal-sized new 3DS Animal Crossing bundle with the customizable plates on top.
Yeah.
Not the XL Pop-Tart.
See, the plates, I don't even necessarily like the design necessarily.
Well, you get four different plates in that bundle, and then you can buy more plates.
Yeah, but like it's like at that point, why wouldn't I just buy the game and that little attachment that reads the cards / amiibo?
You could do that as well.
Like I was all set, buy a whole new thing, whatever. Get the big one with the fancy new analog stick. Have some fun with my little Pop-Tart design.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to make some decisions, man.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
As soon as I saw it was the normal size, like, oh, Josh, he's not going to like that.
Yeah. I was really excited about it, too.
I just like how confused you were, like, wait, it's not an XL? Like, no, there's a normal size one?
Because,
yes.
it's the first time they're really trying to put this one out there.
Well, it came out everywhere. Like, it came out in Europe, it came out in Japan. They just didn't release it in America because they thought it wouldn't do well in the market. And there was such a demand for it now that they're finally releasing it. Right in time for the holiday, may I add, so...
I don't know.
And again, the faceplates are a cool idea. Like, I wish if the XL did the faceplate thing, I would do the faceplates because that's a cool idea. Like I have the gold the Majora's Mask one, but it'd be cool if that Majora's Mask was an exclusive plate, and I could switch out other plates as well.
Yeah, I mean, do you actually know those headphones called V-Moda?
I do not.
They're really pricey. They're like $300 or so. But they have a weird industrial design for the ears, and they're actually changeable plates on them. So it's sort of like that kind of idea. People love that thing.
Yeah.
So then they started coming out with this now for 3DS. So I feel like people do like that customization. So I'm surprised it's not more prominent.
The customizing thing is really big in Japan. Like,
I mean,
especially with the female audience, like they love changing their plate for every single like moment of the day.
Oh well, actually, what's interesting is that those headphones are actually Italian.
Really?
So, yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not on the big face whatever plate bandwagon. But
again, it's a cool idea. Just I'm not like sad I didn't have it. It'd be cool if I could have it for the XL, but I'm not sad that I don't.
Yeah. But anyway, so we'll update more you on that. It'll probably be me crying into my own cantaloupe that I'll be buying from the supermarket 2 blocks away.
We can split one.
Fair enough. We'll conserve. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it for new stuff. We don't have to dwell on.
There's a bunch of other news going on. Like I'll mention this really quickly. Pikmin 4 has been confirmed. They announced it and they said it's almost finished. It'll be out soon.
Okay.
Which is cool. They announced a Kingdom Hearts 2.9 today. We have no idea what that is or what's in it, but that's breaking news. But yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
We'll go more into news and stuff next week, but today we're talking about one thing in particular.
I believe it's a piece.
Wait, as soon as you started talking, like a truck or a fan just like went by. It was really ominous.
Gigantic truck, man.
Oh my god. You were saying, sir?
I believe it is a piece.
Yes, you are a piece.
A single gigantic piece.
Which I don't think is actually a piece.
Well, sir.
All right, we're talking One Piece, y'all.
One Piece.
Yo, dreaming. Don't give it up, Joshy, dreaming. Don't give it up, Kenneth, dreaming. That was a horrible opening.
It was catchy.
It was catchy, but like after listening to all the actual One Piece openings, dear God, those are beautiful openings.
They actually had time to sit down and be like, let's make some nice music, some nice lyrics here. The English one is just like, how much can we yell?
I love our hopes and dreams. And how many times can we update it when we get a new character?
That's exactly what I was going to say. Before we get into real One Piece discussion, the English opening
no.
so bad.
Correction. The 4Kids English opening.
Fair enough.
Is so bad. When Funimation took over, they just did direct translations of the Japanese openings.
See, I never even got to that point. I was just already on the subs, so I didn't do that. But like, so the English 4Kids original one, I don't know what they were doing. And then, they're just like, hey, let's just add on the new crew members to the same exact song and make it less descriptive for them and supremely rushed.
Usopp's doing his Moxon thing. Sanji's cooking. Chopper's doctrine. And there's Robin. Yo, yeah.
You hear like the guy doing the recording, and you hear it's actually a different guy that they picked up just for the Robin.
Like, and there's Robin. And then you hear like someone come to the sound booth. They added Frankie. Shit.
And show got canceled from there.
Sanji's cooking. Chopper's Robin, Frankie. Yo. Set sail for One Piece. It's the name of the treasure in the Grand Line.
Set sail for One Piece.
Ugh, that horrible opening.
Anyway, so let's get to some real One Piece discussion, man.
All right.
We've previously talked about One Piece on here, so we don't have to be like all from the beginning, whatever.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about where you started off. We've also talked about where you've been. I believe we did talk about the time skip slightly, but not really.
I think I just got to the time skip when we were talking last in the show.
Yeah, so I don't know if you want to start there.
Well, let me start by like saying like,
Disclaimer.
well, yeah, spoilers abound. Me and Josh are gonna talk about everything, all our theories,
And we're all caught up on One Piece with the anime.
Yeah, with
so
the anime.
If you read the manga, sure, we're not going to get to everything.
Apparently, the manga is not too far ahead of where we are. So
yeah, they're usually about half an arc ahead, give or take. Depends. But yeah.
But anyway, so like I said earlier, I watched all 700 episodes. Well, 708 now. Over the course of the last 7 weeks. A lot to take in, especially coming off the Four Kids animation growing up. I originally stopped during the Alabasta arc because too much desert, not enough water. IGN 0 out of 10.
Wow.
You saw that right with Pokemon Omega.
Well, it got a 7.5 because
too much water. Yeah. But too much desert. I couldn't stick with the show anymore and just kind of trailed off. And then you started watching again when they were in the Skypiea arc.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I watched until they showed it to death on Cartoon Network and they finally took it off the air.
Yep.
And that was in Skypiea when they were fighting that really like fat balloon guy, whatever.
I hated those people so much.
And that's where it cut off. And then since it was never on anymore, I was just like, oh, whatever. It was cool while it lasted. And I'll never see the end of it. But once I got to college, all my friends there, they were into like different animes and whatnot. And my roommate, who became like my best college friend, everything, he watched One Piece like religiously, and it got me back into it. So all of a sudden, me and him would watch the new episodes like every week. So, but I had to obviously catch up first. So I started back up with the Skypiea area, which is why I missed the Laboon area.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah, so I started back at Skypiea, rewatched a few just to get back into the zone a little bit with it. But then I went straight through, caught up. And when I caught up, it was... Must have been... Oh, it was around Luffy's flashback when it was him, his brother, and Sabo.
Okay, yeah.
So that's around episode 400 or so. Mm-hmm. And from there on, I've been watching it every single week.
That's way past 400. Let me just pop. You keep talking. I'll bring it up.
But yeah, so I've been watching it every week since then, and yeah, so now I'm caught up.
Yeah. One thing I want to say is like rewatching from the very beginning, the Four Kids animation cut and changed so much out of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you've been telling me different things, and I'm just like, huh, that's interesting. But I never bothered to go back to it.
Yeah, episode 510 is where Sabo comes in.
Oh, yeah. All right. I was 100 off. I couldn't remember.
Yep, not a big deal.
There's so many at this point. I'm like, I give ballparks.
So, like, just a couple things that stick in my mind. They skipped the entire Laboon storyline when they first did the Four Kids dub. When they go down Reverse Mountain, they just go right to the first island. They skip Laboon.
Yep.
So when you see Vivi and the other guys show up, it's like, oh, we're here for the first time. But, like, no, you had an entire adventure with them inside a whale.
Oh, yeah, I just kind of took it for granted. I'm like, okay. Because part of it is when you watch it on Cartoon Network and all that stuff, I feel like you sometimes miss things just because you don't have the collection sitting there. Yeah. I feel like I've probably missed a week or two in between. So it was like, I just took it for granted. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm. They made Sanji eat the chef's foot in the Four Kids anime.
Yeah.
So in the normal, the guy breaks off his foot underwater to save Sanji, and then just doesn't tell Sanji about it for a couple of days.
Yeah.
In the Four Kids, they made Sanji attack the old man at night and eat his foot and feel bad about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a way to go.
Yep. They didn't introduce Robin at all until much later into the show. Like, there's one episode of Robin lands on the boat and like, hey, how you guys doing? And then she goes away for a while. Not in the Four Kids anime. What's his name? The guy who goes, la, 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 who is guarding Vivi. When he gets on the boat.
Okay.
In the anime, it explodes, you think he's dead. In the Four Kids, he goes on the boat.
Wow.
So later, when he shows up in Alabasta, it's not a surprise. that he's alive. Like, oh, he finally made it. In the original anime, it's like, oh, he just died. Fuck Baroque works. That's horrible.
Well.
Nami didn't stab herself with a knife in the Arlong Park. She's just on the ground crying and pounding her fist. And Luffy comes over and puts the hat on her. Bellamy didn't die. She just got taken away by Arlong. Not Bellamy. Bellamere. Bellamy's someone else.
Bellamy. Oh,
yeah, we'll get to him in a little bit. But yeah, lots of like really bad changes. Like rewatching those episodes, I'm like, wow, this is a much better show.
Yeah, I mean, when you say things like that, I'm like, thank God I stuck with it and picked it up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, I mean, especially just one general question before we go into like specifics. Oh my God, what's your favorite arc? All that. What do you think about the series very broadly overall after watching them so like in rapid succession here?
The show is bullshit. No, I know they're trying to drag out things to like so they don't catch up to the manga too fast, but when an entire episode, a 25-minute episode, only has about 10 minutes of content that's new to me, like I got like generally like just throw a punch. You've been standing here now for like episodes just talking to each other, and then the flashback sequences go on forever. And oh my God, if they bring Foxy back with more filler, again, it's a lot worse because I had to watch them back to back, and it works a lot better, I think, in a weekly like serialized format. But my God, watching them back to back like that, at sometimes I want to pull my hair out.
Well, the one thing I have to say in One Piece's defense is that that's such a common practice of anime.
Oh, it is. Like I remember, like Dragon Ball Z days. It would take
I mean, well, you didn't even watch it.
Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah,
I watched Dragon Ball Z.
What?
I watched Dragon Ball Z live back in the day on Toonami, and it was not even on Toonami. It was on midday on normal Cartoon Network.
Wait, was it that you didn't watch Dragon Ball?
I watched Dragon Ball.
Who told me they didn't watch Dragon Ball Z?
I watched all Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. And GT. I owned all the VHSs for GT. I started a Dragon Ball Super podcast, Josh.
Shut up.
You're on that podcast, Josh.
Shh.
Laboon.
Anyway, so I'm just saying. If you've gotten through Dragon Ball Z,
it's a very shonen technique. I know
this is just tolerable.
just watching it all in a row like that. It just at times I just like get to the next island.
I mean, trust me, I get you. Like, I was a few episodes behind recently just because it was just flashback, and I'm like, eh. So then when I watched them in succession the other night, it was just like, I swear there was a lot of just like the same thing.
Yeah.
Again and again. I'm like, come on.
And like I feel like they've gotten better. Like Dressrosa has been pretty like diverse in what they've been showing.
Yeah.
Like, I remember there was a part back in Alabasta where they were just walking through the desert. I'm like, oh my God, somebody throw a pie or something.
No, I mean we can agree that like the show has evolved. Forget the fan service and forget the overall like graphics.
No, I appreciate the fan service and the graphics.
Oh, I mean, I definitely appreciate both of those things that I just mentioned. But aside from that, I think the story has even gotten better. Just the way they connect things and what they show.
Yeah, they do a very good job of like dropping little things here and there, and then boom, Laboon.
Yeah, man, I like that stuff.
Yeah,
I like Laboon.
All right, should we start doing what's your favorite blank and what's your favorite this and that and et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, man, let's delve.
All right.
Actually, wait. Before we do all that, can we talk about the time skip since we didn't really talk about it too much?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Because I wanted to say this the other time when you were like, oh, Usopp looks so cool now. He is still so weak.
Okay, he, like, the first episode where he comes back, he's like, yeah, I got over all my scarediness. I'm like a man now, yada yada. As soon as they get down to the bottom of Fishman Island, he loses all of that.
I know.
He was cool for like 5 episodes, and then he became weak again.
And he bothered me so much in Dressrosa, the beginning part of it.
Why?
When
God Usopp.
Oh, give me a break.
I love that.
First of all, he got so scared and wouldn't even go with the little Tontata people or whatever that believed in him.
He came back.
Yeah,
That's
second.
Usopp's thing. Usopp runs away, feels bad, and comes back.
I know, but
While leaping into a cantaloupe.
But like Robin even got transformed, but then the problem is then he forgot about her. Because
Which I think is a
thing.
really interesting like story element.
It's crazy.
No, because like there's not to interrupt you, but like there's that part where Sugar was about to touch Luffy, and Usopp was worried that if she touches Luffy, none of the Straw Hats know why they're there, and that's terrifying.
But okay, the one thing I will say, I hated him from the whole thing, but I thought it was funny. Where then like he went ballistic, she passed out and freaked out, whatever. But that shot that he took.
Yeah, that was an amazing shot.
God, through the one bottom window pane thing.
With like it was like a rocket with a 3-part like.
Oh, I know. It was like a space shuttle. It was so cool.
Again, like you can say what you want about Usopp, he's a damn good sniper.
Yeah, I mean he is Soga King for a reason. But yeah. So I mean, aside from that, like that one shot, he really hasn't done much.
Yeah.
Which bothers me because he's got the hair, he's got the muscle, he's got the really cool bag of tricks with his little plants. He doesn't do too much.
All his plants are awesome. I keep waiting them to show that in the latest opening. He's like riding a dragon plant.
Yeah.
I want to see that thing.
Here's the one thing. Wouldn't they run out? Does he grow them?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I wasn't sure.
There's an episode he asked Robin if she has space in her garden on the boat.
That's what I thought. Okay. It's just been so long for me, I don't remember. But,
yeah.
But, okay, other time skip things. Let's see here. Okay. You had talked kind of bad about my man Zoro.
I did?
Yeah? You're like, he hasn't really done that much.
Oh, he still hasn't done much.
Oh, come on.
Dude, he's fighting Pika right now. We know Zoro can cut through steel. Why doesn't he just cut through Pika, who's made of stone, and end the fight?
Because Pika just migrates to the next piece of stone. I don't see how he's going to ever kill Pika.
No, that Pika's the entire plateau, so.
I know. It's weird. But yeah. I still think he's the man.
Again, Zoro's... he hasn't had his, like, definitive fight yet.
Has Sanji?
No, not really.
I don't think anyone has. If you're trying to look for
Sanji had a bit of a fight back on Punk Hazard when he was leading the entire army, and then he started fighting the dude with the food stuck on his face.
Vergo.
Yeah, and then like Sanji broke all the bones in his leg, and like if I hit him again, I'm gonna shatter my leg. Like that was kind of like a cool Sanji thing, and the fact that he can do the whole jump the moon jump now, like jumping in the air, and he can light his entire like body on fire for his flambe kick and stuff like that.
Devil's Jambu.
Yeah.
But, do you just say the English version?
I think I might have.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I can see what you're saying. I feel like no one's had that, like, gigantic fight yet. Even Luffy sometimes. I'm like,
Well, yeah, so, like, okay, so in terms of the time skip, I've been a little underwhelmed with the bosses so far. Like,
I mean, Hordy wasn't that good.
Hordy wasn't that good. I mean, like the fight against the 10,000 fishmen, that was amazing. Like them taking out all like the smaller enemies, that saved the entire arc for me.
Well, it was cool to see their powers and whatnot.
Yeah, because that was the first time they were showing off some of their new abilities.
Yeah,
that was really cool. But like the Hordy fight wasn't really anything special.
No, it just dragged on, and I was like, eh.
Yep. And then you had the Punk Hazard arc, which wasn't really.
I didn't think it was that great.
Like, I like Caesar. He has a cool power, but, like, because Luffy's immune to poison...
But I mean, aside from that, like, that's more to set up Dressrosa, really.
Oh, Zoro had a good fight in Punk Hazard against,
Monet?
Monet, yeah. He had some really cool stuff there, where he split her in half, and she was so shocked she couldn't reform.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, actually.
What's it called? But I think Punk Hazard was actually kind of underrated. I've been looking back at it, and I'm like, you know what? It was pretty good setting up the story. that's coming on right now.
Yeah, I felt like Punk Hazard just took a while to actually get like going. Like they were so much like exploring the island, and then it's like, oh, now we know what's going on. Let's do the body swapping. Let's do Law, stuff like that. If they had just done the body swap from the beginning, been funny for a while, and then gotten to the Law stuff quicker, I feel like that arc would have been much stronger.
Yeah, but
and it was cool seeing Smoker team up with them too.
Yeah, I did like to see how he got stronger and can use hockey now on his weapon and whatever. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I think it was good for what it was. But I don't know. I mean, this is supposed to be the real big fight of the first, like after the time skip. Like this is supposed to be the big thing.
Yeah,
and then it's gonna start into the Emperor stuff. Like I'm really excited for the Emperor things.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. You think you've seen it all in this show. And they got a whole other thing to go. And who knows what's going to happen with Sabo and the Revolutionary Army and his dad. And you've still got Shanks there as an emperor. Like,
yep. And
Blackbeard's running
Blackbeard's
about.
collecting more Devil Fruit powers because he has a shit ton now of Devil Fruit
Luffy
powers.
technically still started that fight with the Big Mom.
Oh, well, here's the thing. We haven't seen Sanji, Nami, Chopper, Brooke, the little kid, or Caesar Clown at all for 50 episodes now.
Momo.
Yeah. It's in 50 episodes since we've seen them.
Wow.
They're being chased by Big Mom's ship, and again, we have no idea where they are. That's crazy to me.
Oh, because they were just supposed to meet at Greenbit, and that's it.
No, they were supposed to go to Zhuo.
Oh, where they changed it.
That's where all of Law's crew is hiding right now.
Yo, the Panda Man. I'm waiting for that man to just do some karate chops.
That Manda Panda?
The Panda Manda. The Amanda Pan. But, yeah, so...
Big Mom is creepy.
Yes, but I still gave you that theory that one thing, that little, like, girl in the shadows there, that's gotta be the last crew member. It has to be.
I don't think so. I think
has to be.
I think we've already met our new crew member.
Law?
Nope.
No, if it's that Tontata guy, give me a break.
The rooster guy?
Oh, Bartolomeo.
Yes! He's my favorite character of this entire show.
Robin Senpai!
Ah! I get to say Robin Senpai, just like any Slavi. I'm a Straw Hat Pirate too!
I mean, honestly, I think he could be really helpful.
He's awesome. He has a cool power, and he's actually like really good. Like when they first showed him off, I hated him because like, he's a like he looked like
but come on, he peed in the moat.
He did. That's amazing.
But he had no shame.
No shame.
But honestly, yeah, his barrier fruit or whatever they call it,
yep,
is supremely useful.
Mm-hmm.
Like the amount of defensive capabilities, even offensive, it's really great. But I just feel like they're not going to do it just because he's such a fanboy.
No, but here's the thing. Like, I'm trying to think of like positions they need on the ship. The only position I think that he would be okay with taking and that he would do is like cabin boy. Like someone who's willing to take care of all like the gross stuff that they don't want to take care of because he's such a fanboy.
I mean, honestly, here's the thing. I would love it. I'm just trying to be realistic. And there have been other characters that I've wanted. Like,
here's the thing. I would love Sabo. Sabo's not joining him.
No, that's ship is sailed.
I would love Law. Law has. I would love Law, but Law has his entire crew
and Panda Man.
I doubt they're gonna like. Oh, I'm going off with these guys now, even though he'd be perfect. But they already have a doctor too, so.
Mugiwara, yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it would be who's that guy with the Cavalier dude?
Cavendish?
Yeah.
Or Cabbage? According to Luffy.
That's the thing. I always remember Luffy's stupid names like Cabbage, Rooster, and I forget the real names.
Well, Robin does say Rooster-kun.
Robin calls everyone like Robin. I feel like is like so disrespectful. She's like, "Where's Longnose?" Like she never calls him Usopp. It's like, "Where's the chef? Where's Longnose?" Like she only calls like Chopper by Chopper's real name.
She likes Luffy.
Yeah, Luffy.
She likes Frankie too.
Can we talk about Robin's design during Dressrosa?
Okay.
They've made her so fanservicey this entire arc.
I am fully on board. I was part of the design group on.
I can tell. No, I'm again not complaining, but damn, it's startling.
Yeah, I mean, I've had this debate with Frankie G, the ex-publicist, the man, the legend, recently on Tag Plus.
From Parts Unknown.
Yeah, we've done this whole Nami Robin debate. Yeah. I think me and him both agree, Robin.
Yeah. Here's the thing: Nami flaunts it more.
Yes.
And is like the classic like pinup model hot. Robin's the older, more mature, more like oh.
Yeah, she's also got this mysterious side. It lures me in, man.
And all those hands,
and the feet now. If you're into feet, Robin is your character.
Manos flor.
Not bad. Yeah. Doesn't she sound like supremely Spanish when she says that?
Mm-hmm. Did you read the article recently that came out from the creator of One Piece saying he like released the nationality of all the Straw Hat Pirates?
I've seen so many guesses on it.
There's an official like where they come from.
Can you link me that really quick?
Well, do you want to play a quick game and try to guess?
Sure.
Okay, so let me pull it up and then I'll let you guess each one. And I'll tell you like right or wrong, and then
I'm trying to remember what I saw on the old speculation.
To me, it makes perfect sense except one character, but I can kind of see it as well. So
okay.
Where is that article? Okay, here it is. All right, so Luffy. Where do you think Luffy's from?
It's from what I remember. They said something like Brazilian.
Yep, Luffy is from Brazil.
Hey, see, the speculation thing was pretty good.
Yep. Okay, where do you think Robin's from?
Spain.
That's what I would say, but no, Russia. I can see it from the looks. She has a very man-like face.
Hey.
I mean that in a good way, because she rocks.
Don't make fun of my people. I am Russian.
I'm not making fun of your people.
You called her a man.
She has a very what's the masculine features in her face.
It's just the nose.
A little bit, yeah. Okay.
I think because they're like, we give everyone the same type of nose. Let's give her a really
different nose. And she's so much different. They made all the different four corners of the world very different looking too.
True. Okay, let's keep going.
Zoro.
This
is obvious. This is the easiest one.
Oh God.
Josh, what is Zoro?
Italiano?
No, Josh, what is he? What's his role?
Swords. Oh, Japanese.
There we go.
Oh.
Sanji?
He's Italian.
Nope.
Really?
Italian?
French.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that was obvious. My bad. I just want someone to be Italian. Come
on. Frankie?
American.
Yep. Okay, now these get tricky. Usopp?
Oh, God. I just think that's funny how Frankie is supposed to be the American. Anyway, Usopp. For kicks, I want to say Mexican, but
this one's not so obvious.
I could see it being Spanish.
African.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, I can see it too.
Yeah, okay.
The hair and the physique and the hair. Chopper.
Animal. Canadian.
Yes.
Hey.
You actually got that.
Yeah, man.
Nami.
Oh, she American. No. Let's see. If I was Nami, where would I be from?
Think
either Germany.
Oh wow, you're close.
Or Italy.
No, you're close though.
Polish?
No, you're getting closer.
Austrian?
No.
Romanian?
Give up.
No. Anything Scandinavian?
No, but you're so close.
It's in that Germany realm?
You're dancing around it a lot.
What are the countries over there? Czechoslovakia is not a country anymore.
Think of the meatballs.
Italian.
No. No.
Oh! No! I said Scandinavian. Sweden is in the Scandinavian
Okay, well, it just says Sweden here, so
Yeah, but you don't know geography then.
I was just going by the name.
Yeah, but Scandinavia.
Okay, next we have
consists of Sweden, Finland,
Shh.
Switzerland,
Next we have Brooke.
and Norway. All right. So I gotta give my obligatory Italian guess.
No, but you actually said when you were guessing Nami, you said Brooks. So
Yeah, he's got to be German.
nope.
Really?
Well,
Austrian?
Austrian.
Really?
Yep,
Well, hey.
I can see it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can actually.
So
Wait,
that's-
you've watched The Sound of Music, right?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful movie.
Yes, it is, Josh.
They're Austrian. Anyway, okay. I like it.
That's
Leave me alone.
That's a beautiful movie.
Have you ever watched oh god, what's the other movie that goes hand in hand with that on like my list of good old movies, except this one's a lot older. It's the one with what's his name? James Dean, old actor.
That could be a lot of movies.
No. The oh my god. With Christmas. Why can't I think of it?
What? The Miracle in 30? No, not that one.
He's in that.
Yeah, but not that.
The Christmas one.
It's the one where he
He dies, becomes the angel. He meets the angel. Angel gets the wings. He
yeah, not Miracle. I keep saying Miracle. What is it?
God.
It's
Why can't I think of it? His wife's name is Mary. Oh,
Clarence. I want to live. I want
exactly.
to live, Clarence. It's a Wonderful Life.
Ah,
There we go.
that is a wonderful movie, Ken.
It is a wonderful movie. It's my dad's favorite movie, actually.
That is probably my favorite holiday movie.
Mine is.
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of my favorite holiday movie, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, anyway.
All right. So
Okay, so wait, did we cover everyone?
we've been talking. Yeah, we've been talking about the time skip stuff for a little bit. You
Okay,
you
so-
said I was hating on Zorro, and then I defended
What?
myself.
But
Again,
alright,
out of
let's
every-
cut it on the time skip.
Well-
Let's just talk. Last thing, Luffy time skip.
Okay.
How much better did he get?
He's a one-man army. He can
Yeah.
walk into a field of 1,000 men, take him down with his mind.
Even though he hasn't done that much, honestly.
He did it during the Fishman Island thing. That's pretty
yeah, but
much
that, like that was it.
it. Yeah, and
but-
once at Punk Hazard.
I love his armament hockey right now.
Dude, he's very OP now.
He's really strong.
Like, just like his Red Hawk. Like, how is he... I don't understand how he's actually making fire.
Okay, wait. So I told you Red Hawk was like the coolest movie he's got.
Yeah.
Can you agree with me on that?
Didn't like it until I saw him use it against,
Doflamingo.
exactly.
When he did it with Law setting up room and all that stuff and
Shambles.
and he came in there with the Red Hawk.
Luffy, that was our last, like, strategy. I don't care. Boom.
But like that was when I started telling you that Red Hawk was my favorite move. After
Let's
seeing
see.
that,
He used Red Hawk to beat, Hurdy. Was that his name?
Hordy.
Hordy. I hated him. Against Hordy, and it's like, okay.
Hordy Jones.
Didn't like
But you know, I guess it was just so not memorable. But oh my god, okay, it was really cool this time.
it was much, like, especially in the latest episode, when he goes
He used
through...
it against the clone.
Yeah, goes to the clone, goes through his stomach, flames come out of the clone's mouth, burns the strings, then fires up the ground to stop the attack against Law. Like, that was beautiful.
I'm waiting so much. It's got to be next episode. It's starting the fight with him and Doflamingo
It's gotta be.
because it's sad. I wanted Law to just completely beat him,
Okay, well,
just to resolve the whole internal conflict.
let's not jump to the current episode.
Yes. Okay.
Just yet.
So Red Hawk, really cool. Luffy, OP. Jinbei gets a lot of credit though for
Love Jinbei.
he knocks some credit. He knocks some. He knocks some sense into Luffy basically.
Yeah, Jinbei is awesome.
I think he's a good figure. He's a good kind of helper. I still don't think he's actually going to be a crew member. Maybe at the very end he'll join them for the final whole festivities, whatever's going to happen.
I think after another arc or two, he's gonna join them.
I just don't see where he's going to come from.
Well, he said he wants to join as soon as he gets Fishman Island under control. And right now,
I mean, if you've ever watched Pokemon, God knows what that means.
okay, but he's not a one-off character. He's not the guy who starts his own gym. I'm gonna take Sandshrew and go fight the Pokemon League. See you
That guy was a
around.
boss. He won 100 battles in a row. Leave him alone.
Screw him. This is not League of Legends.
Wow.
No.
I was playing that tonight. Anyway.
Okay, but here's the thing. The way they handle time in One Piece. So, back in Fishman Island, Luffy calls Big Mom on the phone and says, hey, I ate all your candy. And she's like, what? There's no way you ate it. Like, no, I ate it.
Luffy don't care.
Yeah. And Luffy said, like, you are no longer allowed to come to Fishman Island. I'm taking over control, kind of like how Whitebeard did.
I really like that.
Yeah. And then Big Mom's like, fine, meet me in 3 days for the tea party. Since that point, we've had the entire Punk Hazard arc, which apparently was only a day. And then a day to get to Dressrosa. Because the last time we see Big Mom, her ship shows up, and the two guys on top are talking about, we have to take you to the party.
Yes.
So I'm betting the next arc after Dressrosa is
Big Mom.
Big Mom. And after Luffy beats Big Mom, then Fishman Island is free. It's better. It's cured.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So I think Jinbei will show up at the end of the Big Mom arc.
Okay.
But at the same time, they're dealing with, what's the fourth warlord? Kaido? Kaido.
Who's actually the strongest one.
Who is the strongest one, who has an army of hundreds of Zoan-type users. Which, by the way, I hate the whole fake devil fruit thing. Like the smiles. I hate that so much. So I really want Luffy just to kill everyone.
Now, okay, that factory, though, with the Tontada workers getting tricked.
It's so sad. At the same time, they're so stupid for believing them.
I know. But I think it's just funny how they show these like little soldiers or whatever that are so weak that actually get to boss them around. And they're going to get beat up so easily.
I just like when they turn, they literally have like the eye droplets and they tink, 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 and they turn around. The princess is still sick. I'm so sorry. You can't see her.
Yeah, and they somehow believe that. They're like,
oh my god, she's still sick.
Yeah, let's like give me a break. But, all right, so, wow, we're going like all over the place here.
Just other time skip stuff. Nami is awesome.
Oh, yo. Much da.
What?
The old man.
Oh, yeah. During her time. Like, she learned all the weather stuff now.
If he can make an appearance in the final episode of One Piece, I will be so happy.
Oh, I'm sure at the end when Luffy's King of the Pirates, we're going to get a huge flashback to every single character.
Oh, yo. But, Mugiwara no Luffy.
Nami's awesome. She has more weather abilities now, and
she still hasn't used them much since she's a side character.
She used them quite a bit, I think.
No,
she's always doing the lightning clouds. That's
not enough to my lightning.
Lightning.
Not enough to my liking.
Robin's cool. She's actually doing giant. She has her wings now. She has the giant hands, giant feet.
Yeah, man.
But here's the thing. She has met Dragon. She spent time with the rebellion. She knows Sabo.
Yeah.
Why doesn't she sit down with Luffy and hey, met your dad, met your long lost brother. Why haven't they
I'm your new stepmom now.
Apparently. I'm actually pregnant.
Wouldn't that be such a plot twist?
Oh, that'd be horrible.
Robin and Monkey D. Dragon? Or Monkey whatever his name is.
No, it's Monkey D. Dragon.
Yeah. So, come on.
I don't want that.
I do now.
No, I still ship. I ship Sanji with Robin.
What?
And
you wouldn't ship Sanji and Nami.
I go back and forth a lot.
It's so set up.
I go back and forth a lot.
I mean, he likes Robin and all, but he knows he's not getting Robin.
Robin-chan, Nami-sawan.
No, you got it wrong for Robin. It's Robin Chuan.
I still love that more than anything when he goes all genie mode. It's still the best thing to me.
I mean, I still thought it was really funny with the blood loss and the IV package.
That got a little bit out of control.
It did, but the first few times I thought it was hilarious.
Especially when they're hiding from the fisherman prince.
Yeah.
And the woman, the mermaid, has it right in between him. And he's like, hold it. hold it, and then a giant geyser in the shape of him doing the genie like freak out dance shoots up into the sky, where basically he lost every ounce of blood in his body.
He was basically irrelevant for
and
a
then
while.
the blood he got back was from the cross-dresser.
Yes.
We have a lot more blood if you want some. No! I just like they had to staple less attractive pictures of Nami and Robin onto him to like kind of like get him adjusted.
Oh my god.
By the way, just talking about like the pretty ladies of this show, I have a weakness for pink-haired women apparently. I mean, this is a common theme for me now in anime. I'm always attracted to the girl with the pink hair.
So you must have loved that big princess.
Oh my god, I would do anything to be with that big princess. I don't even care that she's a fish. I'd find a hole.
Oh my god. She got a mouth, man. But
oh my god, I think you just broke me. Oh my god. But like that, and now we have Rebecca and Dressrosa. I'm like, yes, I'll take some of that. And just
okay, can we talk about how scantily clothed Rebecca is?
no, but they gave a reason for that.
What?
She's the most hated person, all Dressrosa, and she's forced to compete in the Coliseum. So they gave her the smallest and worst amount of armor possible, just so she wouldn't be indecent.
Yeah, but come on.
No,
I mean,
here's
it's a
the thing.
fan service with
now
justification.
Now that she's free, why isn't she changing? And now that her father is back, why isn't she changing?
And why hasn't the father been very alarmed and offer his cape to cover up herself?
Exactly, but
well, I mean, he's kind of preoccupied.
like here's the thing. It made perfect sense to me. They kind of justified it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still like gigantic fan service. By gigantic, I can refer to a lot of things, but
yeah. No, but the Pink Mermaid Girl and Rebecca just whew. And don't even get me started with Boa Hancock. I can look past the hair color.
That woman is a godsend.
I want a soundboard of all her like Luffy, like her little like squeeze of joy. I melt every time.
Did you get that mouse pad yet?
Yep.
No way. I don't believe you.
Okay.
You gotta take a picture then for me.
I didn't get it yet. It's still in like my cart. I keep getting like the email. Are you ready to buy this yet? I'm like, no, stop tempting me.
Pull the trigger.
No.
Oh man, but
I don't even use a mouse pad anyway, so it's like, what's the point?
True. Though I did get I needed a mouse pad for my new desk here at my new place, and I have a official gaming mouse pad Steel Series.
Oh, very nice.
Actually, really nice. It's not like you usually run out of real estate kind of thing on mouse pads. This one's actually a really nice size. It's probably about, I don't know, 11 or maybe just a foot.
Oh wow, that's already big.
A foot in was it like height kind of wise or whatever?
Lengthwise?
Length, sure. And width is probably 1.5 feet.
Oh wow, that's giant actually.
Yeah, so it's really nice for gaming because if your hands moving all over the place. Also, it's just it's made well. And I bought their lowest one that they had, and it's still great quality.
Oh, nice, dude.
Off Amazon. So it's great.
Gotta love Amazon.
Yeah, but the Boa Hancock mouse pad, everyone, get on that. It's pretty nice.
If Luffy doesn't marry Boa Hancock, this show is wrong. I'm sorry.
See, here's the problem, though.
No. There is no problem. Okay, first of all, let me talk about Luffy. I believe Luffy is the smartest character in the entire show.
No.
I believe every single thing he's done stupid or like carefree or like everything he's saying has all been an act.
No.
I think from the day everything he's been doing has been an act. I think when he's like on top of the execution platform, like, sorry guys, I'm dead, like smiling and all that stuff, I think he's been faking that all along. There have been a couple of lines by, I think it was either Jinbei or Ivan or even like Garp or Dragon, where they mentioned that Luffy is faking all of that. They said there's like that kid has everyone fooled. Like there's no way. Like he's not dumb. He's not like that. There's been a couple lines like that. First of all, the fact that when we see Luffy like basically like be serious and like man up. That's when like he like okay, I gotta drop the whole like the charade. Let me go kill someone. It's not like he's like okay, you've pushed me too far. Here's my angry side. It's like okay, let me actually stop fooling around. And they mentioned, because I had this whole theory with Luffy and Gold Roger, how Roger did the exact same thing. How Roger would always be smiling, joking around, but Roger was actually the smartest man in the room at all time, and he knew it. I think Luffy is like a complete mastermind, where everything that's happened besides the death of Ace has all been planned by Luffy.
I mean, I think it's very hard to believe, but I would love for you to be right, because it'd be interesting. So, don't get me wrong, I think it's definitely an interesting thought.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Luffy is the man, let's face it.
He really is. And, like, the fact that even, like, little things like the fact that he has Conqueror's Haki and didn't know about it. And there's a line where they mentioned, like, no wonder he gets people to join his crew so easily. He's using Conqueror's Haki without even realizing it. People are drawn to him.
Really?
Yeah, that was a line they mentioned.
That's interesting.
So, like, the fact that, like, Sanji, Chopper, because you remember all of them, none of them wanted to join Luffy originally. Like, there's always, like, that kind of, like, the trial by fire, and then, okay, I'll join you, Luffy.
Well, Brook did.
No, but even then, Brook had the whole thing where, like, he joined, and then he left for the entire arc, and then came back.
I guess.
Because at the end, he says, is it still okay if I join you? It's like, yeah, sure, why not?
Well.
But, yeah, they mentioned the line that Luffy, and, like, even, like, people, like, again, like, all the people in the Coliseum who are now fighting in Dressrosa alongside, they're all fighting for Luffy. The fact that the Admiral with the gravity powers, which, oh my god, those gravity powers.
Fujitora.
The fact that he's like, you know what, let's let Luffy handle this. Like, all these people trust Luffy. And you can
say,
like,
that Admiral really bothered me, though.
He's kind of cool.
But he tried to cut this whole deal with Doflamingo.
Well, no, but here's the thing.
And he tried to justify it. I don't agree.
No, but here's the thing. At the time, Doflamingo never gave up his warlordship. No matter what the paper said and stuff like that, he never gave that up.
But as an admiral, he should be able to see through that act.
And he does now, though. But that's the thing. He didn't see it at first. And
it took him long enough.
In all fairness, he can barely see it all.
True.
Which I got sad when they first introduced him, and like that guy at the table kept like cheating him at the gambling section.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, come on. Someone just... And then Luffy shows up like, no, you got it. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, the old man got it. Damn you, Straw Hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like, again, like, Luffy is completely... Like, I guess this is a good time for me to go into my, like, theory. I believe that Luffy is the reincarnation of Gold Roger.
A game theory. Okay.
An anime theory. A film theory. Thanks for watching.
God.
Luffy was born the day Gold Roger died. Goldie Roger.
Yeah, thank you. I was gonna correct you.
They say Gold. Everyone says Gold Roger so much, but
Goldie Roger.
He died on the day that Luffy was born. The last thing Goldie Roger said to Rayleigh,
Lady,
whatever.
Lady.
Rayleigh. He said, "I'm not going to die," and he walked out like smiling. Goldie Roger was not caught. He turned himself in.
Correct.
He knew he was going to die anyway.
Yep.
He knew that his body was breaking down. He got poisoned. Something we don't know the exact specifics. We knew he was going to die. He knew he was going to die. He made sure that his son was taken care of, that his wife was taken care of, and he told Rayleigh he's not going to die. We've seen multiple characters look at Luffy. The ghost of Gold D. Roger, kind of like, not the ghost, but the image appears over Luffy for a split second and then disappears. Like, there's that time in a log town where he goes to that old bar and like that old bartender is talking to Luffy like, I haven't talked to a pirate like you in quite some time. And then he sees Goldie Roger sitting there and like he shakes his head and it's Luffy again. When Shanks first met Luffy, Luffy was saying things that Goldie Roger would said without ever knowing the man, like word for word things. And that's why Shanks went out to look for Luffy to begin with, because he heard about a kid who was saying things that Goldie Roger would say.
Okay.
the straw hat passing down. The straw hat belonged to Goldie Roger, gave to Shanks. We don't know why he gave it to Shanks yet, but then Shanks gave it to Luffy because it's back to its rightful owner, Goldie Roger. They have the same smile, the same black hair, the same, like, it's all that same thing. We don't know if Goldie Roger ate a fruit or not. I'm assuming he ate, like, a reincarnate fruit or something like that.
No, that means it's reincarnate fruit. But well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know.
His essence is inside Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
The fact they both share Conqueror's hockey, like, again, like, at the same time, this could just be, yes, Luffy's gonna be king of the pirates because he has all the same similarities as the king of the pirates. Luffy's able to read the hieroglyphics on the stones, just like Goldie Roger could.
Mm-hmm.
Where even Robin asked Luffy, "How do you know that?" And Luffy's like, "I don't know, I just read them."
Okay, I don't remember that. It's been so long for me.
It was at the end of, I think, either end of Fishman Island or end of Skypiea. I forget. It
was Skypiea, because I know they found that gigantic thing.
Yeah. And this whole thing about the One Piece, I don't think the One Piece is any type of treasure. I think Goldie Roger lived his life, like, having fun and adventuring. And that's the true essence of what the One Piece is. It's one great adventure.
See, I would agree with that. I just don't want to believe it.
And here's the thing: if they get to the end of the Grand Line of the New World, and they find that island they keep talking about, I think that there they'll find a journal of all of Goldie Roger's experiences, all in one piece. That's what I think it is. I think that it's the whole thing with the treasure isn't gold or silver or anything like that. The treasure is the journey, and it's the whole it's the journey, not the destination, that matters. I think that's the overall plot they're going for.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mentioned that, how do they fit that into the rest of the show? I have no idea. Because they're dropping things now, like Doflamingo mentioned that there's some great treasure hidden in Mary Jois. That,
Marijo. But yeah.
Yeah. Stop correcting with the Japanese term. I'm Americanizing it, all right? Some great treasure that he knows about and the Celestial Dragons know about, that if the world knew what that treasure was, the entire foundation of the world would change.
Yep.
And the fact that we know that the world government is responsible for deleting that era of time in which they rose to power, that's a giant conspiracy, Illuminati.
I know.
Holy crap. It's so interesting. It's so interesting.
And now what we just heard about with the whole people with the name D have been destined by fate to stop the Celestial Dragons. And
Which, again, we still don't know what it means exactly, but that's the most information we've been given in a while on the D.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
I cracked up when Allah is fighting Doflamingo. So what do you think about the D?
Oh my god.
And Doflamingo's like, it's just a rumor. It's nonsense. I'm like...
Hey.
Oh, no. Something I'll send you this later. I took a screen cap where Doflamingo, it's just Doflamingo on screen. The subtitles are like, "I'm not going to let you have it your way." And I texted to my friend like, "Wow, Doflamingo really hates Burger King."
Hey.
And the way his hand is positioned, I could totally Photoshop a burger being crushed in his hand. And it would fit perfectly.
Is it from Bob's Burgers?
No. Foreshadowing.
Oh.
So I just rambled on a lot there, so now you talk now, because I just talked a lot.
Yo, so can we talk about the Celestial Dragon nonsense really quick?
Fuck them.
Well, I don't know. I have very mixed feelings. Josh, if
you defend them, I swear to God, you're off the show.
I have mixed feelings.
Welcome to the K podcast.
I have mixed feelings.
AKA King Streams. What?
As the ominous bus passes.
Laboon.
Anyway, so, here's the thing. I'm torn. Celestial
Why are you torn? You should not be torn.
People. I don't know. When they showed the flashback of Doflamingo, I felt bad, man.
Here's the thing. I felt bad too, but at the same time, they didn't show us Doflamingo's life before that moment. For all we know is that the entire, his family could have been horrible up until that point. as storytelling, we assume that, oh, the dad and the mom must have actually been, like, nicer celestial dragons. That's why they were able to, like, leave things behind so quickly and whatnot, and yada yada. But for all we know, they could have been just as bad up until that point.
I mean, I highly doubt it, but I don't know. I just think it was so unfortunate what happened, and it forced Doflamingo to turn into this.
Yeah,
and
but
it's really unfortunate how it unfolded. Obviously, now he kind of deserves what's coming to him.
But even
because
beforehand, he was like conditioned to that. Like when they gave up the living up Mary Joey. Jonas,
oh God! Wow, that was bad.
That was really bad.
But it was just because he was so accustomed to it. I don't think.
Hey, Dad, let's buy some slaves. Where are all the slaves at?
Yeah, because
these clothes don't fit just right. Like,
because he was accustomed to it. I can't knock the guy because he grew up like that, and he was only a little kid.
His brother had no problem handling it.
Because they're different people. People are all different.
They are, but I still think I think Doflamingo was just born bad.
That's what they're trying to portray, but honestly, I think he was a good person.
I think Doflamingo was doomed since the day he was born.
I don't know. But obviously, I still think those townspeople, whatever, that treated them so bad and wanted to like burn them alive or shoot arrows at them or whatever. Like,
yeah, but Josh, there's that scene where like they're mentioning like my daughter, like you took my daughter. When she came back to me, she killed herself because of what you made her do. Like I lost an arm, I lost an eye, my family ran away. Like they mentioned all the things that Doflamingo's family did.
Yes.
That Doflamingo's family did.
His family, or I thought that was just Celestial Dragon as a whole.
It may have been as a whole. Like, but as soon as he mentioned like when Doflamingo's dad walks up, like, "Hey, how you doing? My name is this. I just came down from being a Celestial Dragon," and they just like they turned on him right away.
Mm-hmm.
Like again, if he had said his name and not mentioned Celestial Dragon, but they still knew who he was, that confirms to me that he did something bad personally.
Uh-huh.
Like you may be right. It may be lumped all together. But we've seen back in the Shibodi Archipelago when they come, like the Celestial Dragons are walking around and they're coming riding in on slaves, like slaves on all four, chained together, carrying Celestial Dragons. The slave auction house.
Well, that guy, he deserved that punch in the face.
The Celestial Dragon who tried to kill Sabo because his boat was passing his.
Yeah.
The Celestial Dragons are pure evil. They are the big bads this entire show. Those 5 old men are our final boss.
I just think that it's almost like, do you ever watch, I don't know, I mean, I've recommended it on here. Have you watched the anime Ald Noah Zero?
That's not the Exorcist one, is it?
No.
No.
Because it gives a very interesting dynamic, very close to this dynamic here, where it's the people on Earth and the people that were sent to Mars to create a new society. And once the people formed this whole society, hundreds of years later or whatever on Mars, they realize we've been here with hardly any resources. They haven't really given us much. Earth has all the water. They have all the trees. They have all the whatever. We've got hardly anything and survive barely. And they grow this deep hatred and stuff like that. And it was because of an event that split them off. Mm-hmm. In my head, it just seems so relatable to where they got split off at a time and became their own separate people. And then it's almost that they just have these luxuries. They're used to something. And to be mixed up, they're just completely different species almost.
I would agree with you, but we've learned that the world government has and always will be evil. Like, it wasn't like the world government started with good intentions. They did something horrible. We don't know what they did.
But they also have those weapons of destruction, which God knows what they are.
Yeah. But, they erased a giant chunk of time from history.
But the thing is, the world government is different than the Celestial Dragons, technically.
No. That's where the world government headquarters is, where the Celestial Dragons live.
Yes.
And the world government, like the Celestial Dragons are descendants of those who started the world government. Those 5 old men are either from the original, because I think they're immortal, honestly. I think that's what the...
I could believe that.
I think that's what the power is. I think it's a power of, like, immortality or something like that. All that stuff, that's all from the world government. They are evil. Like, nothing about celestial dragons even remotely make me think that, oh, they were once good. Oh, they're misunderstood. It all sounds horrible.
I don't know. I'm just waiting for that final time. If they ever go up there.
Oh, they're going to. That's going to be an arc. You know it is.
I really hope so.
That's going to be an arc.
Where they take down the world government or something. Like, that'd be really cool.
I feel like that's going to be like the second to third or part of the final arc, because Robin's still carrying all the information she's gathered.
Well, that's the thing.
To the final spot to learn the history of the world.
Once we see all that come out, oh my god. See, the thing is, the sad thing is we're talking about this right now. That honestly might not happen for like 10 years.
10 years, yeah, at least. No part that I love when they first meet Rayleigh and
close enough. It's still not right, but yeah.
He's like, "Hey, do you want to know what the One Piece is?" And like, "Hey, do you want to know what the all the polygraphs said?" And like Robin like looks like kind of like, "Yeah, tell me." And Luffy's like, "No, don't you tell me a goddamn thing about any of our adventure. It'll ruin it." And I was like, "Damn you, Luffy! Damn you to hell, sir!"
Oh man. Well,
I mean, yeah. Don't tell us the One Piece is like, but like, there are these giant chunks of information that I'm sure so many characters know that no one talks to each other. One Piece would be a much better show if everyone talked to each other.
Well, they don't all have cell phones, man. They have Den Mushi. Now, yeah, that's the greatest ring I've ever heard in my life. Getcha. It just means clank.
Clank, yeah.
Oh my god. Getcha. And then they have all the personally designed, like, decorated Den Mushi to match the
I wish they, like, sold those. I would collect those, honestly.
It'd be so cool.
Like a Den Mushi for all the characters.
Yeah, I mean, it'd have to be somewhat accurate, though, I think, because, like, Straw Hat Pirates really don't have one.
Oh, they do.
They have a generic one.
No, they have a yellow one with a red band. It looks like a straw hat.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's been a while since they've used it.
They used it last in the big 50 episodes ago when Big Mom was chasing them, and Sanji asked permission to fire back.
Oh, on their boat. Oh,
yeah.
I don't know. It's been a while for me. 50 episodes is basically a year ago, man.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. We haven't seen them in a year. Oh my god.
Yeah, see, like you watched that recently, but I haven't.
Gotcha.
Getcha. But wait, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Someone pulling up.
Bitches in the club. Give me $50.
Oh. Nice job, Ted.
Or 50 berries for cotton candy loving Chopper.
Yeah, man. I'd like to purchase a few choppers, please.
I'd like to buy all the choppers.
But okay. Can we talk about Law and Corazon?
I don't think I can.
You had to have loved that.
I'm gonna cry if I start talking about it.
Like, I've admitted this before. Like, half the time, sometimes I just watch something that I know you've watched or whatever. And I'll pick out spots and I'll be like, I know Ken would love this.
You and me are very good at reading each other in terms of like media and stuff like that.
Because the second I saw this going on, I'm like, oh god. I'm like, Ken is gonna die.
It was so sad. Because, okay, first with Corazon, like, being mean to Law and, like, kicking him out and stuff like that, I thought he was in that for Law's own safety. Like, get out of here, get far away from Doflamingo.
Yeah, I didn't think it would turn into much more, honestly.
Yeah. And then he goes and he, like, tries to kill Corazon, and he covers for him, and, like, no, it was an enemy, I took care of it, don't worry. It's like, okay, why did he do that? And then the whole, like, when he reveals that his name is Trafalgar Water D. Law, like, and then Corazon just picks him up, like, is that really your middle name? And it reveals that he talks. I'm like, oh shit, he talks!
Yeah. But I also think his power was really cool.
It makes sense, too, how he was able to be quiet all these years as well. Like, to, like, make himself sound mute.
Well, but he also did never really open his mouth.
No, but here's the thing. Let's say, like, they were on, like, a mission together, like Doflamingo's pirates, and he got beat up. He wouldn't like scream or anything like that. He wouldn't be able to because he would silence himself. Like a mute can't scream. Like if you torture a mute, they can't. There's no vocal. They can't scream at all. So if he ever got hurt, he wouldn't make a sound, which would just aid to the whole muteness thing. And Doflamingo said he never knew how his brother went mute, but he knew something horrible happened.
Well, yeah.
And we know that was him getting the fruit from the military.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually a very resourceful fruit aside from that. When they showed him stealing the op fruit.
Yep, that was very cool because there was an explosion and they didn't hear the explosion.
I just couldn't believe that tumble.
Oh, yeah.
But aside from that, when Law gave the thing to Vergo, oh my god. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Here's the thing. I was waiting like, okay, this is the moment where Law uses his powers to heal himself, heal Corazon, get them out of there. This is going to be him like using the op fruit the first time.
Yeah.
Nope.
But the problem is, he dies. So it's like you're sitting there waiting for it. It's like, when is it going to happen?
Well, I thought he was going to die like another way, or we were going to see him come back. I thought that like kind of the way like Bellamy's being used right now is like a puppet. Mm-hmm. I thought we were going to see Corazon come out as a puppet, where he's literally been attached to Doflamingo's strings for years.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping for something where he's actually alive and there's this whole reunion thing.
Yeah.
But, One Piece does it at times. They had where Ace died, and...
Yeah, but Ace dying is a whole other caliber.
But I'm saying now they have Corazon dying, like, literal deaths.
Dude, so everyone dies.
No, a lot of people just get beyond injured.
The ones that Luffy fights, everyone else dies.
Yeah, but the one he fights, the more important ones.
Nami's mother, Zoro's
sister.
Well, not sister, but like female friend.
Sister.
It's not his sister.
Yes, it is.
He goes to the academy to train, and she's already there.
Sister.
It's not a sister. He fell in love with her. It wasn't a sister.
Japanese people love incest. I'm telling you,
I know they love incest, but it's not a sister.
Come on.
I know. I'm 100% certain it's not a sister.
Apparently, Zoro's only 21.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was his sister.
No,
man.
it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it was the daughter of the master he trained with.
No.
Look it up right now.
I'm trying. I can't find anything on this girl.
You are so bad. It's not his sister. That's sick.
It is his sister.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Find me where it says that.
I can't find anything.
I'm looking it up right now. Give me 1 second.
He's a Marimo.
Welcome to... No, he's not.
He's a moss head.
Yes, he's a moss head.
That's a Marimo.
Oh, I thought you were calling... Oh, never mind.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
He's gonna marry? What?
Nothing.
What? Wow. Okay.
I'm right?
Okay.
I'm right?
Okay.
Yeah, I told you.
Okay.
Kawina, that's her name.
Okay.
Not his sister.
Whatever. It's a sister, but yeah.
No, it's not his sister! And I'm still convinced that Kawina...
I'm still convinced she's Tashigi.
Yeah, I'm still convinced she's Tashigi in some way. They have some connection. There's no way they looked exactly alike and have no connection.
Goldie Roger had the reincarnate thing, but gave it to Kawina instead.
Well, no, here's the thing. By the time, like, again, we saw in a flashback that Kawina and Zora were already around when Luffy and all them were around. So it could be possible the fruit grew back by then after Luffy was born, and then Kawina ate it then.
Technically.
Yep. Well, that's neither here nor there. But there's a lot of death in One Piece. Lots and lots of death.
But there's not enough to the bad guys.
Correct. Oh, no, it's always the good guys.
Yeah. But I think the Corazon thing, it hit hard, man.
Oh, it did. Especially like the whole putting him in the chest and then smiling one last time and saying "I love you" and like I want you to remember me with the smile. Mm-hmm. And then when he's leaning up against the chest to like talk to Doflamingo, all his like words can be taken to mean to Doflamingo.
They're directed to him
and to him. And Doflamingo's like, "Why are you admitting again that you're being a liar?" And it's like, "Don't worry about it." And it's talking to Law, and I just lost. And when Law walks away, and Corazon's trying to stay alive just long enough, to keep the silence on Law working.
Yeah.
And then when he finally dies, that's when the cries come out. Ah!
Well, the one other thing I was really hoping it would be such a plot twist is that when he was saying that Law would actually make it back to him and then use his power so that everyone would think he's dead and Law is hiding it and not saying that he's still alive. And then he comes back. I thought that'd be really cool, but
I assumed he was dead because have you noticed the coat that Law wears, this Corazon's coat?
I now see that.
Yeah.
Which, pretty cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I never actually realized that. Or, I mean, I must have realized it, but it didn't mean anything.
Yeah, the words and the symbols don't mean anything until we see them, actually.
Yeah.
I just like the fact that he was always clumsy and tripping and lighting himself on fire.
Oh, how'd you trip and light yourself on fire at the same time?
I don't know! Help me!
It's pretty good. I love the little comic relief things they do in the show.
Oh, yeah, the comic relief in the show is always on point.
I'm trying to think of... I think the only thing that was sometimes disappointing was... I think the overuse of Brooke and his jokes.
It's gotten to me a little bit now. When they first introduced him, they did it way too much in a row where I was noticing it. But now I appreciate when it's spread out a little bit.
Yeah, they don't reference it as much now, which is good.
And I always see them coming. It's like, oh, my eyes jumped out of my head. But it'd be funny if I had eyes. I'm dead.
But
I feel like you're still like scratching the surface here with everything.
I know. Well, the thing is, it's hard because, I mean, the anime's been going on for 15 years.
Yeah,
and we at least have another 10 years to go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to conceptualize that.
It is, but at the same time, I can definitely see it happening.
I can see it based on how they project it, but just in terms of like our lives and whatnot, it's very interesting because we had you grow up with Dragon Ball Z, things like that. It lasted a long time, but it's done with.
Josh, we're gonna have like newborn babies like on our shoulders as we're watching.
Exactly, and then
look, honey,
they're gonna learn Gamu Gamu no Jetto Stampo and all this stuff. Oh my god! See, Jet Stamp. I'm
keeping my children far away from Frankie.
But
hot boy!
Can you admit though that Jet Stamp is so underrated?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. No, my favorite Luffy move is Gum Gum UFO.
Yes, you told me that.
It's the best move. It's the best move.
It is pretty cool. He whipped that out in Punk Hazard, I believe.
Yeah, he's done it a couple times in Dressrosa too, which is amazing.
Yeah, I don't know how he picked that one up, but I like it.
He's spinning so fast, he looks like a UFO. It's great.
It's really cool. But I do think Jet Stamp, something about it. He never uses Stamp
Jet Stamp and Jet Spear are also really good.
Yes.
Where he puts the 2 feet together and then boom.
Exactly. There's something about those that's just really good. He just never does it.
That's the thing. They're still in the typical thing like, oh, let's get Luffy out of commission for a while and then bring him back to fight. So Luffy never gets to fight fully the entire time. They always put him out of commission for a little bit.
Yep. I'm just curious what he's going to try and use. I know he's probably going to use some sort of elephant Gatling gun with armament hockey and all that.
Maybe. I honestly think that Law is going to be the one to finish him off still. I think that this is not Luffy's fight. This is Law's fight. Luffy's just there to help.
But I think Law is not powerful enough on his own.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Do you think that Law is actually hurt?
What do you mean hurt?
So at the end of
he lost his arm. Can we talk about that?
I think he's faking it.
See, the thing is, he can repair it, right?
No, here's the thing. I think that Doflamingo didn't really cut it off.
Are you saying that he somehow used the room?
I think he roomed himself, cut his arm off where Doflamingo was gonna cut it off, and now he's on the floor like, my arm, I'm in so much pain. Come closer and look at me in pain. I think he's perfectly fine. I do
like his injection shot.
What did it do? It didn't do anything.
Because he sort of dodged it.
Did he? No.
Yes, he did. He turned to the side. He took a grazing blow. Because you know what it is? Because that stupid treble. First of all, get the man a tissue.
Mugiwara, I have so much boogers flying out of my nose. I can't help it.
He was like, nah, law, nah, law. like first of all, trying to distract him and annoy him,
Duffy!
which it annoyed me. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, I don't like him. I don't like his power. He's annoying.
Yeah, he can go away. Like, have someone kill him, please.
I think Luffy's gonna fight him. I think Law's gonna take down Doflamingo. I think Luffy's gonna fight Trouble.
Trouble just I don't care who fights him. The man has to die.
Yeah.
I do like Gladius though, but
with the explosion dude.
yeah, but
I like Senor Pink.
oh, wow.
That entire like sequence,
So hard to boil.
all like the fights are going on. Like they're not the most interesting. Like I like that Rooster Coon is blocking all of Gladius' shots. Like Dillinger is fighting and stuff like all those like little fights. But I think the fight with Senor Pink and Frankie is the most entertaining fight ever.
You've got the girls supporting technically both, depending on what they say.
Yeah.
And you've got the Tontata people supporting Frankie, and you have the Smile Factory manager that's now in love with Frankie.
No, but she's getting roped in with the girls too, where she switches back. Like
I know.
Whoever is more hard boiled, they side with, and it's like, get away, you skanks! Oh, hard boiled.
So hard to boil.
I love it so much.
Oh my god. So, but
And Frankie
I thought it was
Frankie walks up, just grabs her face and kisses her. I fucking lost it.
And see, to get the soundbite of you saying, I don't really like Frankie that much. It's just
Oh no, because they do a great job of introducing Frankie and making me hate him, and then the entire.
But he's like basically your favorite character now.
I wouldn't go that far. But,
Okay, but you like him a lot.
I appreciate him now. Yes. I still don't again like I'm raving about him right now, but I think I don't like him much after time skip. Like
But he's a hentai.
I'm not the pervert.
But okay, but Senor Pink, he totally ripped off the girl's bra just to use it as a napkin.
Hey, I would do the same.
Can we discuss that?
I would do this. I would do the same if I could.
And she was okay with that.
I would. Yeah.
Wow.
Would you not? If you could rip off a girl's bra and know that she'd be okay with it, would you do it?
I wouldn't use it as a napkin.
If you could rip off a girl's bra and knew that she'd be okay with it, would you do it?
Yes, but I'm saying the principle is so bizarre.
No, it's fine. You're good.
That doesn't work.
You're fine. You're good.
Okay.
There's the G.
Oh, loud G.
Loud G. Look at the G. Here's the G.
Purposely says words with G in it to point out the G afterwards. He's interesting.
That was Ghastly. That's the G.
Yeah, I don't know what he's about.
I found it really interesting during the flashback seeing them all before.
I know.
They were all like pretty fit and pretty normal looking. Like Senor Pink wore like a suit and he was actually really thin. Even like the creepy the art lady, like she was actually looking pretty good. Like everyone looked pretty like okay. And now like it's like damn, like being like royalty in Dressrosa has like affected you all so like weird.
Well, Buffalo is still a lump.
And the guy, the Tun guy, did he steal that power from the girl in Baroque Works?
I have no idea.
Remember that girl with the parasol? She'd make herself really light in the air, and then
Really
she'd come,
don't remember.
Like slamming down.
Really don't remember.
I feel like I think that he killed her and took her power.
But he's what's his name, Macavise or something like that.
Yeah, it's like Macha Vista or something.
But he's annoying.
Yeah.
His sounds that he makes.
Dude, all of Doflamingo's crew annoys like their voices, like they all annoy the hell out of me.
I like Diamante.
He's okay.
They did him well.
And there's Pika. And
well, Pika, the whole side plot of "Don't laugh."
It's just hilarious.
I loved it when the one soldier, whatever, laughed,
and everyone stopped.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And we got Baby 5 and Buffalo.
Oh, I love Baby 5.
Baby 5 is interesting. Just why does she keep dating old men who keep getting killed by Doflamingo?
Baby 5.
She's so desperate to get married.
And then she's fighting the guy that's part of the Warren Kingdom, whatever, with the guy that knows Garp.
Yeah.
And he was saying something like he needs her, and she's like, "Oh my god,
oh, you need me? Oh my god, let's get married."
Yeah, but okay, wait, the grandpa's amazing though. Or the grandfather, not Garp, the other grandfather guy, the guy with the pointy head.
Oh, yeah, the one that Luffy restored.
It's like Chin Jiao or something, whatever.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
But what's it called? So it was so funny. I like that little backstory where he was like digging in the mines or whatever with his head, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, no,
it just got flat.
He hid all his treasure underneath the ice, and it required like only his head was strong enough to pierce the ice.
And then it went
he
flat.
Had adamant. Yeah.
And then you mean armament or?
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, so it was pretty good. I like that whole thing, and then he fixed it. And he's like, "Oh my god."
Speaking about other characters in the arena, I hated all of them originally. Like when they first like going through like the whole Coliseum fight.
Okay, didn't that take an eternity?
Not for me.
Okay, so
I'm just being honest.
For me, having one episode a week and watching them just sit there and introduce the next ones in the round, I'm like, come on. I know they're not that important, though they sort of are, but like, come on.
Well, the part that took long to me was the fact that I knew Sabo was showing up in the arc. Like I knew he was coming back. I got that spoiled, unfortunately. And so I just kept like, where's Sabo? Is that Sabo? That's not. Is that Sabo? No, it's not Sabo. Is that Sabo? No. So I kept waiting for Sabo to show up, and then he finally did show up. Like, oh, it's Sabo. Oh, okay, we're wrapping this up, all right?
Oh. Well, I thought that arena thing was very interesting in that we actually saw Blackbeard's crew.
Yeah, the what's his name?
I thought it was like Jesus or something.
Yes, Jesus.
It was very similar.
Yeah, you're right. It's something like that. But yeah, the fact that he was there, and like, there's a very interesting line where they mention how like they're gathering more and more Devil Fruit users.
Yep.
And Blackbeard's stealing their powers. So
Yep.
we still don't know how he's doing it, but his body can hold multiple Devil Fruit.
He's just fat, man. No, I don't know, but see, that's gonna be such an unfair fight where I feel like Luffy's just gonna pull something.
Oh, his name is Jesus.
Isn't it?
Jesus Burgess.
See?
Yeah, wow.
I do watch the show.
I never said you didn't.
I know.
Stop making like I'm accusing you for things. Kawina is not Zoro's sister.
Fine. I swear I heard it at one point, though.
Yeah.
Well, either way, Japanese people love that stuff anyway.
I know they do. Okay, so let's start breaking things down a little bit more. Favorite arc?
Okay. So we've discussed this personally, like between us, not recorded, whatever. I can't remember now which one I said. I think I said Impel Down.
Okay.
Because I just loved all about it. Like, okay, so you take Impel Down for what it is. You've got this gigantic prison thing. You see Crocodile come back. You see Buggy come back.
Mr. 3, Mr. 2.
Yeah, and you got the Magellan guy, the Poison guy, the Warden, who basically kills Luffy, which I thought was a great plot twist. He was also comical at the same time for his bladder.
It wasn't he had food poisoning.
Well,
No,
but
that was the thing. The more poison he made, the more food poisoning he gave himself.
Yeah.
So he always had to go to the bathroom and shit his brains out.
yeah, see, it was great. And he has this little portable throne thing that he just goes in. And
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny. But then the whole revival process, meeting Ivankov and the secret area and the little bar and the songs, and it just, oh my God, there's so many things about that arc. I just look back on it, I'm like, I love everything about it.
Yeah.
It was so cool. And the fact that then Buggy almost becomes this like savior of the people.
Oh, that's great. Captain Buggy!
Yeah, he gets his own little following, becomes wanted again. Like, I actually felt like, not that I felt sorry for him initially, but like, I feel good about it now. Like, I like what they did with him. I actually really liked it. So yeah, I don't know. It's just such a great arc, I have to say.
I think I have to agree with you, actually.
Yeah?
Like, the entire, like, here's the thing. The entire point from when they all get separated at Shibodi up until the death of Ace,
yeah.
the most captivating anime I've ever watched. From them all splitting up, to him meeting Boa Hancock, to her getting him into Impel Down, to going through the gates to get to the Marine base, to fight like the War of the Best, like all of that, like in my mind is one giant arc, and it's amazing. It's the best storytelling I think the show's ever done. But Impel Down, just the fact that we saw, like when Mr. 2 came back, like whoa. I got so happy.
That was your guy.
He was my guy. Like by the end, I loved him so much. So when he came back, and he sacrificed himself again to save Mugiwara.
Mugiwara no Luffy. Yep.
Amazing. But a close, like, if I had to compare arcs, the entirety of Water 7 into Enies Lobby. Like, like, Water 7 was okay, and Enies Lobby was really good at the end, too, but the in-between, where they get the second train, and they're...
Oh, the train ride was beautiful.
Yeah, they're the crazy grandma is like, then they're blasting the train through the water, and like they're going to get Robin.
The water and all that stuff.
Yeah, just all of that was like, yeah, let's go get Robin. I want to go get Robin too.
And the emergence of Sogeking.
Yep, Sogeking was great. Like seeing like Frankie interact, like again, like that's when Frankie started becoming likable during that entire part.
Yep.
Like just everything about like those arcs connected was amazing.
Yeah, it was, wow. I mean, that's the thing, like, I could say, oh, this arc wasn't that great, but honestly, I just love the whole anime, man. Like, I can find something good to say about each one. So, I don't know. I do still say the Impel Down is the best one.
Yeah,
but
Impel Down was just super nostalgic for me because it brought everyone back.
Yeah.
And
I like that kind of stuff. So.
And during the Impel Down segment is, like, one of my favorite openings. Because it starts let me see if I can pull it up and try to identify it, because that's one where it's all really happy, and then it switches to that tone where it shows Ace being carried in handcuffs like up the stairs out of Impel Down, and then it shows like scenes like the War of the Best like kind of like starting up. Like, so let me see if I can talk a little bit while I look this up.
Well, so I know we've also hated a little bit, though I've shed some light on Punk Hazard. I do think after the time skip, I haven't seen that one brilliant arc yet.
Dressrosa is pretty brilliant to me.
It's close.
Like,
it depends how this fight goes.
It won me over when the revelation that all of the toys were actually people. That like won me over.
Yeah, I thought it was just a weird quirk of the island.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's weird, living toy island. I guess we're doing this now. And it's like, no, those are all people. And then like the reveal that the soldier is Rebecca's father, I was like, ah! like I literally, that's what I did.
I think just for me, I feel at least it's been dragging on for a little bit too much because of all the big fights and the different arena people helping out and all these explanations. Like, it's a little too much, I think. Even though I do like completeness, I don't know. I think the next arc, the next big arc, will be the one that I am just going to fall in love with.
Probably.
But that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm hoping. It's probably going to be like one in between, but then after that, hopefully it's going to be amazing. But
okay,
yeah, because Impel Down happened. Obviously, as we're talking before the time skip.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to say, like, before the time skip, obviously not even close, I would think.
All right.
After that, I think it's still yet to be seen.
So the opening that I love is opening 12. That's during the Impel Down / War of the Best part, and it's so good.
I know I've seen them all. I just can't remember exactly which one is the, like...
We can't go through all of them. But there's a great line where, like, just the music goes, like, hey! And it cuts to the, not the warden, but, like, the other guy, like, in command of the Impel Down. And he raises his hand, like, in a salute. And it lines up with the music. And then it just shows Luffy, like, kicking every, like, creature's ass in Impel Down. Like, just beating them all up.
I do like that. I like Luffy fighting, man. He doesn't do it enough.
And like the entire War of the Best, like with that, like him teaming up with Ivan and Buggy and Mr. 2 and Mr. 3 and everyone. Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was a great closing to the first half of the story, pretty much.
Yeah. I I don't know. I love all about it, man.
Like,
it's all great.
If I had to go through all these really quickly, just like in order, like the opening with it, like the very first like arcs of One Piece, like they're good. Like Arlong Park, really, really good. The whole like recruiting Sanji, like all that stuff is like good. Just it feels like so long ago now.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why, like, if we talk to Frank and he's like, "Oh, Usopp just joined," or something, I'm like, "Oh god."
Oh god, yeah. Then like the whole like Alabasta arc, like getting to like, it took way too long to get to Alabasta in my mind, and like when they finally got to Alabasta, it took so long for like the fighting to happen. But like once Luffy lost the first fight with Crocodile, and like he leaves Luffy in the desert for dead, like that's when the arc finally got good for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think I also just generally like the fact that Luffy just doesn't always outright win.
Well, that was the first time he didn't outright win.
I know, that's the thing. That's why I mentioned it now, because it's like, I like that element. You know, you like the real part of it.
Yeah, again, it came as a big shock to me when he lost, because of course, like, oh wait, this show has 500 more episodes. Of course he's alive, but like,
well, okay, true, but I mean, even if he'll lose, a comeback strong or do something else, but like, I don't know, it's a relatable concept. You can't just win everything the first time, you know. So I like it. So
Skypiea, I didn't really like that much. Like getting to Skypiea, like the whole like learning about like the legend and like fighting Bellamy and then using the knockback wave. When they go up the knockback wave and it starts playing the theme song and like they start flying up, I started crying. That was beautiful to me. But then like the entire let's fight the 4 like church people and the big fat guy, and it's like, okay, I don't really care about this too much. And
well, you know what? It was weird. I only liked it because it somehow reminded me of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, like spirits and angels and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know. So I just liked it based on that.
Yeah, I mean, when they finally got to NL, like that whole fight, that was good. And like again, like as soon as like Luffy was unaffected with lightning, it's like, oh, I called that. And like, okay, let me case Luffy's hand in gold. And all right, this will come back later on. It's like nothing there was too good. There was that filler season of like, oh, there's a rainbow mist and they're going through the rainbow mist, and like, oh, people don't age in the rainbow mist. Like that was dumb.
I don't even remember that.
That was right before Skypiea.
Okay.
Oh, escaping the naval fortress after Skypiea when they land in the Navy
was that
base.
G6?
Yeah, that was G6. And like that guy,
I don't know how I remember the name of that.
That guy's using all like the chess metaphors.
Oh, you know why I remember that? Because that's when I first started watching it in sub. I remember looking for that episode. Okay.
Yeah, that was really good. And he's using all like the chess metaphors, and they're all like undercover. They're trying to get the Mary out of there.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Season 8, that's when Water 7 started. Again, Water 7, it was good to me when it's revealed that like all the people who are bad are part of what was it? CP9 was it? CP9. Like I was so upset that the long nose dude was like part of that. I was like, oh, he looked at their ship for that.
He was supposed to be Usopp's brother, but
exactly.
Giraffe man.
Water 7 was cool. I love the whole design of Water 7, like the way that the town was built on water and like all like the like advancements. It was the most like technological.
Oh, I thought it was a very cool area.
Yeah, and then season 9, that's Enies Lobby or Enies.
Enies Lobby.
My problem with Enies Lobby is it's really good, and then right in the middle of the arc, right when they get to Robin, the entire arc stops for 7 or 8 episodes. And it's a 8-episode flashback sequence where they show in standard definition how all of them got to this point. So it's like, oh, here's Sanji's backstory. Here's Luffy's backstory. Because it's the part where they're all about to jump off the side onto the train.
Oh, I don't remember if I even fully watched those.
I skipped all of them because
I think I did. It wasn't direct.
Yeah, it was no new footage.
I think I blatantly just skipped them.
Yeah, so that's.
I mean, thank God that wasn't where I was caught up.
Oh yeah.
Or else I would have been very upset.
Yeah. Season 10 is Thriller Bark. I loved Thriller Bark.
Thriller Bark. I said you would love Chindri.
Yeah.
I at least loved Chindri.
I didn't care for her too much.
I thought Chindri was
her story was sad, and I appreciated her like, I'm going to break every plate. And like, you're just like her like nonchalantness, but like she wasn't like memorable to me.
Oh.
But I love Thriller Bark. Again, you know me. I love the Halloween stuff.
Yep.
So this was basically an entire Halloween Island. Seeing Luffy's shadow inside oars, like that was just hilarious to me. We get Brooke, like all of that was perfect. Luffy's running up with a butterfly net trying to catch ghosts the entire time. Like it was really good to me.
Yeah, I mean, I love the laugh. Now I can't remember it.
Which one?
Whatever his name is, the main guy at Thriller Bark.
Oh, Gecko Moria.
Yeah. Whatever it is.
Yeah, it's a high-pitched cackle almost.
It was great.
That was good. The Shibodi Archipelago, fantastic. When they get separated, I was like, whoa.
Oh, that was crazy.
Because like I'm thinking like that's like that. I was thinking to myself that's like a time skip kind of thing. We're nowhere near the time skip. What is happening? And the fact that frickin' Bartholomew Kuma, right before he throws Luffy away, he's like, "You'll never see me again." And the fact that he sent them all to the best place they could train.
Yep.
And then because he got his memory wiped the next. Oh my god!
Wow, you slammed something.
Yeah.
But okay, can we fully discuss Zoro then?
What do you want us to do?
Mihawk.
What about him?
You refused to admit that.
They trained. They trained.
You weren't up to it when I was with you.
They trained.
Last.
They trained. Good.
It was beautiful, and he had Perona, whatever her name is.
Yeah, it's not Persona, but it's like that almost.
Come on, you can see Zoro with her.
No.
They're a great couple.
No.
Come on.
No, I see Zoro more with Nami than her.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. But, fine. I liked his thing, and he fought the ape things that were super skilled, and
again, very very cool. They didn't show us it. Again, they don't show us him. Doing
I know because they want to reveal their powers at a more later important time.
Also, his eye after the time skip. I'm convinced that he's keeping his eye closed on purpose.
No, they explained that.
No, they didn't.
I swear they did.
No.
He was training and it got cut.
No.
That's the whole thing.
Well, no, that's where the scar came from, but they haven't revealed if he can open his eye yet. Like, I think he's...
Oh, come on.
I think he's fighting at half his, like, strength, because, again, 2 eyes are better for, like depth perception and sword fighting and whatnot. I think he's at half strength still the entire time.
He's not Piccolo, man.
I think he is. I think he's going to open the second eye and get like a Rasengan gun or something like that.
You mean a Sharingan?
One of those things. There's lots of them.
Oh, no.
What? What?
No.
What? What? Josh, what?
Oh, my God.
Josh, talk to me.
Talk
to me, Josh. What's wrong?
I just looked up what you're saying.
Wait, no! Don't tell me! What'd you look up? No!
No way.
No! What'd you... No! Wait, yes, tell me! What? No! I hate you. What'd you find?
I'm trying to confirm this, man. You're scaring me.
What'd you find?
Basically Zoro with a Sharingan.
What?
There's no way.
That has to be like fan art.
There's no way.
I mean, they have crossed over with other anime.
That is impossible.
Except in Zora.
And someone was saying that, like, Mihawk gave some of his power to Zoro, and
that's what I believe. Again, I think that there's something behind his eye. They haven't addressed his eye.
That's impossible.
Oh,
no, these are all predictions.
I just Googled what you Googled, and I saw the Sharingan.
These are all predictions.
Again, I think his eyes is fine. He's not blind to one eye.
No, I still think it's because of the scar. He got a cut, and that's it. There goes his eye.
I think that he's closing his eye on purpose, though.
I refuse to believe that. But, I mean, a lot of people seem to agree with you. So, we'll see. But that was almost a very scary moment where I thought I revealed something for myself, and I was going to be very upset. Okay. Anyway. Wow, that was almost an adventure.
You scared me. I thought like something bad happened.
Well, because when I saw the image and I saw some things, I was like, no. I almost did the Tina thing, but
Season 12, that's the whole Boa Hancock, Island of Women. Love that arc.
she's amazing.
Amazing.
I'd marry her.
Yep, me too. Season 13, Impel Down,
Put a
amazing.
pink wig on her and bam.
Yep. Season 14, okay, the death of Ace and the War of the Best.
I think because people have told me the whole "oh, Ace dies" as like almost like a joke at that point, and then I finally watched it. I wasn't as emotional just because I knew it was going to happen, but the way it happened, wow.
Yeah. Well, like, here's the thing. Going into it, I knew Ace would die. I knew that because
Exactly, yeah.
I was spoiled. I didn't know how it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And for a while, I started to forget that, like, I thought, like, oh, they got him out. Like, they got his key off. He has his powers again. This is going to work.
I thought it was going to end up being one of those people just kept saying that as like the rumor and all that stuff, but like, or the hoax or whatever. But wow, I hate that magma guy.
Fuck him. And now in the time skip, he's the leader now of the Navy.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, that's all I have to say. When I watched that, I was just in disbelief the way that it happened.
He's the one that blew up Robin's Island too.
I know. That guy is supremely evil. Though, actually, see, I don't know. I think it's a tie between blowing up Robin's whole thing because of the people there and also destroying the people of Flevance, Law's town.
Oh, that whole thing was ridiculous too.
It's basically the equivalent of what Robin had to go through. She was the only survivor. Law is the only survivor.
No, when Law puts his sister into the cabinet and says, "I'll be right back."
Oh yeah.
Jumps out the window, goes to the bridge, finds all the children and the nun dead.
I know.
Turns around, his house blows up.
I know.
On fire.
Like, you literally just gave me chills right now.
It's in my opinion, it's a sadder backstory than Robin. Like, Robin's is sad. I think Law's is sadder.
I agree with that, but not by much. Because the thing is, Robin's was also equally as bad. Just because they had this knowledge and whatever, they're like, we got to get rid of him.
Here's the thing. I feel like with Law, they're trying to, like, make us really, like they're kind of, like, pushing Law onto us, like, really quickly.
Yeah.
Like, again, he's been around now since Punk Hazard. We saw him back.
No, he's been around since Shibodi.
I mean, in terms of, like, he's been in every episode kind of thing. Like, he was in Shibodi for, like, an episode or two, went away, came back for the War of the Best, went away, and now since Punk Hazard, he's been in every episode since.
I mean, I liked Law, so I don't think I need it forced on me, but, like...
I know, because we haven't had that, like, I think, like, with Robin, we felt more connected to Robin, and then we found out her backstory in Ace Lobby. It really, like, hit even harder. And I'm not saying that Laws isn't hitting hard as well, but, like, I feel like the flashback was rushed kind of thing. Like, oh no, here's this horrible disease. Oh no, the dad can't help it. Oh no, we're sealed off. Oh no, the town's being extinguished. Like I feel like they kind of like they ramped into it a little too fast.
I don't know. I didn't think.
Again, I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing. Just I feel like they pushed it onto us really quickly.
But it was horrible.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh my god! Like, not in the sense of writing purposes. I'm saying, like.
And again, the world government spread the rumor that the amber was contagious.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Wow, it's crazy. I
really want to see. I really want to see a scene where Law removes the white amber from his body. That has to be a scene.
They gotta show that flashback. What don't you mean white lead? But anyway,
they call it white amber in the actual Japanese.
Well, white lead disease in the sub, but.
Let me look it up.
It is
white amber. Oh yeah, white lead.
See?
Interesting.
Man, you think you know it all?
Well, Hulu calls it white. Oh no, it's called. Oh no, it is white amber.
It's white lead, man.
White amber lead syndrome. That's what it's called.
They always just call it white lead.
In the manga, it's referred to as amber lead syndrome.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway.
It turns you white and you die, and as you have kids, the kids get a shorter and shorter lifespan.
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Wow. Flevance, man.
Ugh.
It's rough.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the writing of One Piece is insane.
Yeah.
I think it's so underrated because everyone's just like, yeah, it's an anime. Yeah, he fights people. The story behind it is fantastic.
It's got me. You know me. I'm pretty emotional when it comes to media and stuff like this. I've cried more times than I admit watching One Piece.
I mean, that's why I recommend it so much. I kept pushing it for years with you. I'm like, catch up with One Piece already.
Here's the
Come
thing:
on.
never once was I not watching because like, oh, I know it's bad. I'm not going to watch it. Like I loved One Piece back in the day.
No, I know.
I used to sing the fucking theme song in this.
I know. Our bowling team was named with the One Piece in mind.
That's right.
Luffy's crew.
Luffy's crew.
I'm telling you, man. But like, you loved it, but you didn't love it. It was that like, yeah, I really like it, but I just haven't watched it. Whatever, it's not high on my priority list.
It's very hard for me to watch things again. Like when I was watching this, I had to watch it like pretty much all dubbed. Subbed, which it was difficult for me. I had to actually sit down and just commit to just watching the dub.
I mean, I think that's how it should be, where you sit and you sub. But
yeah, sub.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah, I know, but just
I know you're like one of my friends from college. You have it on the side tab. You listen in, you look at it, but you're still doing something else on the side.
Well, I wouldn't do it in a tab. I'd have like I'd just make them.
Well, I don't mean tab. I mean it'd be like side by side.
Yeah,
but like for me, that doesn't cut it. Like I gotta pay attention just to get the full effect of the show.
Yeah, and that's what I had to do with this. And I'm glad I did that way until the only way to do it. So
it's just beautifully written. I'd be shocked if they don't win some sort of awards or something. I don't know what they do for anime in Japan, but like they got to get credit somehow. Wow.
Yeah.
Because I mean, once you think, it's kind of stalling. That's what I was thinking with Dressrosa. Then they bring out this flashback, which actually is really informational, and I did like it. I don't know.
Corazon is just an amazing character.
He really surprised me. His whole like positive attitude, I was shocked.
And just like I didn't want to get too much into this, but like the way that the show addresses like racism, slavery, people's view of other people, other races, prejudice in the show. Like there's so much of that undertone throughout the entire show. Sometimes it made me really uncomfortable at points. Sometimes I felt like it drove the plot forward even more. Like we can go back to like Horty and his entire thing, where Horty's pure motivation was the hate of humans.
Yes,
that's it. It was all the hate the island had for humans. That was his only motivation. He was literally born of hate.
Yeah, I mean, it's strong messages.
You could look at that as like that's really cheap. Like he was born of hate, ha. But no, that's a very, very strong thing of how we view racism and prejudice against people and stuff like that. Like things like that are out of control, and the fact that when Law is sick and Corazon's bringing him to every hospital in the North Blue that he can find, and every hospital is treating him like, oh, we should kill you, you're diseased, you're horrible, you're contagious, and like Law every time it's like, fine, you can kill me, I'm gonna die anyway, and Corazon's like, no, we're gonna find you a doctor, we gotta find you a doctor. Like that is such a like if I compare that to like Black Plague syndrome, like back when the Black Plague was happening, and families would beg doctors to look at their children to make sure they weren't infected and stuff like that. That's what it reminded me of, and that hit really hard.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
I mean, we've kind of hashed out a lot of it. It's just, it's powerful.
Yeah. Again, it's an amazing show. Again, we didn't want to go too long tonight. We're kind of hitting our 2-hour mark, so we're going to start wrapping things up in a little bit. But for those of you who are just listening to me and Josh who don't know the show, if you're just listening because you like listening to us, do yourself a favor and go check out the show. Like, it really is amazing.
It's a lot of episodes, but it's worth it. It's like you can honestly watch one episode a day,
and
not
be good
even
for the next 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, you could even watch 2 a week. So you're technically making up double time.
Again, I was crazy and I watched 707 weeks, but at the same time I was going through them, skipping after like a new opening showed up, I'd watch the new opening once, like, I like that, and then move on. Like that's really.
Yeah, I mean, it still takes time, but if you can set aside some little time and watch it, you're gonna enjoy it. It's got a little bit of everything for everyone. And I don't even know what else to say. It's been on for 15 years. It's gonna be on for at least another 10.
Yeah,
It's the number one anime of all time.
and like apparently where we are now in terms of the anime, the manga, like the manga chapter that the current episode is based off of, came out last year on December 1st, 2014.
Yeah.
So they're like not quite a year, but like about a year out from the manga. So this show is constantly like catching up to itself.
Yeah. They're not stopping production anytime soon. There's no little hiatus, new season. They just keep going.
Yep.
Unless it's some sort of special holiday, some sort of interruption. Basically, out of 52 weeks, you're probably going to get close to 48 new episodes a year. Every Saturday night comes out. It's just great. One Piece, wow. I mean, I could say that like I've almost like grown up with it. I watched it since when it came on TV. It was like, I don't know, what, 7th grade or something?
Yeah, because when we're little kids, like, oh, it's pirates, it's cool, it's an anime.
They got powers and whatever.
They can stretch, and then it's so much more. Like, I keep trying to think, like, if I told like little like middle school Ken like to watch what they're doing now at that age, I don't think I could have handled it, honestly.
Yeah, it's different.
Like some of those themes that go really, really deep.
Yeah, I mean, you'd take it a different way or you'd gloss over it, and it's just one of those things. It's like it's that anime that you will grow up with and just love to appreciate. Like, we're joking about, but it's true. I mean, we could be having kids or something, and One Piece will still be going on, and I can bet you that I at least will still be watching it, and I'm guessing you would be too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, it's just weird. It's like those soap operas that have been around for like 40 years. It's like, how does that even make sense? But when you watch something you really like it and you understand the story, hey, no problem with that.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I do think you got to give soap operas some credit. The ones that have been around, they do keep writing stuff. It's impressive to just keep writing a story that keeps going on with different stuff.
Do you want a minor spoiler?
Nope, not at all.
Okay.
I like my One Piece. It is.
It's something that I don't think will be in the show ever.
Then why is it a spoiler?
Because it kind of confirms what you and me were talking about before.
Who's right?
Both of us, technically.
Topic?
It's about Jinbei.
Fine.
Basically, in Japan, on all the mangas, like like there's always like a chapter cover for each chapter. Basically, the chapters have been shown Jinbei just working to improve Fishman Island. It's a single picture of Jinbei like making progress, fixing things up each chapter. So he's working on things.
Okay.
Yep. So I think that Jinbei will be part of the crew sooner rather than later.
Okay.
Because he's working to get shit done. Again, I think after Big Mom goes down, that's when we'll see him.
Okay. That is fine.
All right. Again, we've talked now for about 2 hours. I feel like we've missed so much.
I mean, 15 years worth of content. You can't do it justice.
You can't do it justice at all. It's not like Steven Universe or Gravity Falls, where the show's been on for about a year or two, and we can talk about 20 episodes, but this is 700 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, the moral of the story is, if you're at all vaguely interested, I would say try and watch it. And if you can't sit through 700 whatever episodes, at least start somewhere halfway in between and try and figure it out. I don't know.
Try the time skip even, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, it's so great. You're bound to like it to some extent, I would have to think. If you don't like it, I'd be shocked. Like, if someone here really doesn't like One Piece for a really good reason, other than they just never watched it,
yeah, well, that's the thing.
I would love to know.
The anime barrier for people who don't watch anime is a big, big thing. Like, there have been so many times my dad has walked in with me watching One Piece, and he like turns to me, turns back to One Piece, turns back to me, turns back to One Piece, shakes his head, and walks out of the room.
I could see that exactly playing out.
Yeah. And he told me like one day I had to explain it to him. I'm like, oh, one day, well, Dad, one day.
Well, maybe. But yeah, I mean, you've still got 10 years to go, so
oh my fucking god.
Now's the time to get into
I'll be
it.
34, and then like I'm actually Goldie Roger. Fuck you.
And that's just 10 years. That's probably like a minimum.
Do you think they're gonna kill off a crew member?
No.
Okay.
If they do, I hope it's like Usopp.
I think if anything, it'll be Robin or Chopper.
No.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, just to spite me, I can see it being Zoro.
I can't see it being Zoro.
I wouldn't like it at all. But I can see it.
Here's the thing. Zoro is my favorite. That's way too sad, even for One Piece standards.
I would hope. I don't know. I don't know, man. But
All right, Josh. Should we wrap this up? Do you think?
I guess. I mean, I could just go on about One Piece forever.
And here's the thing. Now that we've gotten this One Piece 1 year episode out of the way, like we dumped a lot of stuff here. I'm sure you and me are going to talk about it in future JKs.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
Like,
to a lesser extent.
even in terms of television, last night there was a new Gravity Falls. There's a new Steven Universe this Thursday. Like, TV is coming back. Like, things are coming back now. And the fact that we don't do JK, we really aren't able to do it every single week. Like, if we wait like a month to do JK, we'll have like 4 episodes of every show to talk about. And that's enough for a full episode of JK. Which I hope that it doesn't take us a month each time to record, but...
Also depends how much we want to give these people, because it's different when we dissect the whole entire show, whatever. But if it's general stuff...
Yeah, but again, like, JK is our tool of you and me, like, catching up and talking to each other and discussing things.
Yeah.
So, like, if you and me, like, watch next week's episode of One Piece, don't talk about it, then we start recording JK. Oh, did you see this? I did! Law's arm grew back in 3 different places. How did he do that?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's, like, bound to happen.
Yeah, and I'm kind of just stating the obvious, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. So biggest thing, hope everyone enjoyed the One Piece talk.
Yep. Again,
If you watch it, if you don't watch it, whatever.
this has been a long time coming. Again, like, for the last 7 weeks, we've been talking about a One Piece podcast, and we figured for our 1 year anniversary, why not talk about One Piece? It seemed to fit in my mind.
Yeah, so, like, here it is. You're not getting any better than this. No.
Go home. You're done.
Yep.
JK's over.
You want a towel, but, yeah, so... Anyway.
I hate you so much.
Anyway. Yeah, so again, with the theme that we've been doing recently, we do have some normal, just kind of what's going on stuff, but we also do some podcasts that are centered around a certain show or whatever it may be.
Yeah. And there'll be more of those in the future too. Like, Josh, I think you're almost done with Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, Bob's Burgers, great show, everyone.
Yeah, so that'll be our next big talk. So if you want to listen to the Bob's Burgers cast, probably won't be the next episode. Probably like in the next like 2 or 3 episodes, we'll have about
Expected by...
before the end of the year.
Yeah. That's a safe thing to say.
That's the safest. That blankets everything.
But yeah, I mean, that's a great show. But anything that you guys think would be a cool topic to talk about, that you want to hear us talk about, whatever, by all means, let us know some sort of way, somehow. It'd be cool, because I'd be interested to learn something new about some other thing that I haven't watched. Or
Absolutely.
if you guys are like, hey, what about this new anime that just came out? We can watch the past few episodes, see what it is, discuss it, promote it, whatever.
Yeah.
Either that or really bash it. No.
Like the next anime I'm watching is Fairy Tale.
Oh, God.
Have you heard anything about it?
I've watched like the first 5 episodes thinking, oh, well, it's so popular. I mean, that was when it was around like, I think when it had like 70 episodes or something.
Okay, it's at 250 now, so.
Yeah, I tried watching it. It's just too kiddie for me.
Okay, well, I have a buddy at work who loves One Piece and keeps telling me to watch Fairy Tale, so I'm gonna give it a shot. But
no, I think it's one of those like generational gap kind of, like, I don't know. I feel like it's just made for younger audiences, and I just
Really?
wouldn't get into it.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, you could have a different opinion. I'm just saying, like,
Again, I have no problem with some of the younger stuff, so it doesn't need to be super edgy for me. But
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I tried it. I didn't like it. Unless you give like supremely rave reviews about later episodes, maybe I'll try it. But
yeah, I'll let you know. And again, I know the stuff that you like too, so I can tell like, oh, this is a Josh show, this is not a Josh show.
Yeah. So bring up whatever you guys if you want. But either way, thanks for listening to us. Thanks for hearing us out. You know where to reach us.
Yep. Again,
always have info down below in the video.
Mm-hmm.
We're on iTunes. We're on YouTube. We've got the Ken on the YouTube gaming. You've got me watching. You've got me watching streams on Twitch, which doesn't help anyone.
Which doesn't help anyone but you.
If you somehow want to find me on there and message me there, sure, why not?
Just comment on the YouTube video. That's the easiest way of contacting us right now because all of our stuff goes through YouTube.
But yeah. So we're available to you guys. We thank you guys for listening and being faithful listeners.
And again, we apologize for the long break, but you know what? Life happens, and we want to be in good form when we do these.
Yeah.
Like, even last night we were going to record, and we are like, yeah, no, you need to catch up on episodes, and it's late, and yada, yada.
Yeah.
So we're recording early today, too, which is nice.
Yeah, so stick around for when we come on next. Hopefully it'll be in a week, maybe 2 weeks. Either or, we'll be around at some point. Ken will always be around streaming 7 o'clock Eastern time.
Yep.
Yeah, so hopefully everyone enjoys whatever's going on in your lives. Get Mario Maker.
This is Josh's like laundry list. Okay, everyone good? Y'all good? Get Mario Maker. Gotcha. How you doing in the corner? Are you okay? Do you need a drink? This guy's okay.
Yeah, man. Also, you know, it'd be really cool.
What?
If I mean, we're gonna talk more next week or in 2 weeks or something on our podcast about Mario Maker, aside from whatever else we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
But if this comes out and you guys are listening to this, and then Mario Maker comes out and you guys make levels, whatnot, you comment on here, comment on the video that we're gonna do, whatever. If you guys make levels, by all means, we'll play them.
Yeah, a bunch of my subscribers and followers on YouTube Gaming, they're gonna be making levels the day the game comes out for me to stream as well. So
yeah, so
all good.
Be really cool. Hopefully, you guys make some really cool, complicated levels. Yeah, so I'm running out of things to say, I guess.
You don't need to keep talking. We can wrap it up, dude.
It's impossible. I love my viewers. No, shout out to
Shout out to Darryl, wherever you may be.
Yeah, man. And my girl Philip.
Philip.
Yeah.
We gotta get back to that one day.
Yeah. I got asked that by cousin Thomas, and I was like, I don't know.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. I don't know. Yeah. But
I think...
also good job on that wall of awesome.
Oh, do you like that?
Well, it's different.
It's really just like when I have to go get more water or go to the bathroom, I have a nice screen to throw up.
No, I mean, it's kind of cool, though. It's like, hey, guys, thanks for being the ones that show up all the time. It's kind of
those
cool.
Are people who have been there more than 2 or 3 times.
I mean, I always see that D space turning, no space robe. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean.
D turning robe? I don't know.
But it's D and then a space, but no space in between turning and robe.
Well, clearly he's trying to take down the Celestial Dragons because he has D.
Ooh.
Even though it's D.
Or maybe it's DD from Dexter's Laboratory. I don't know.
But like I have like Zora, Hunter, Mason Kennedy, Chris, Flimco, Craig, Lane, and Master of Illusion. Those guys have been in my stream pretty much every night this week, which has been amazing.
See, now, I'm hoping you guys are listening to this and hearing your plug out there.
They might. I don't know. It depends if they watch One Piece or not. Again, I find out with these episodes, everyone watches One Piece will listen to this episode. People who don't watch One Piece will stay far away.
Well, Frank, you better be listening to this. That's all I have to say.
Love you, Frank.
I will tell that man when this comes out. I'll be like, yo, watch this.
It'll be out tomorrow, so.
Yeah, so I'll tell him tomorrow.
All right. We're rambling now. We're circling the drain. I think this is a good time to cut it off here.
Interesting song by Katy Perry.
What?
Anyway, she has a song called Circle the Drain. Anyway.
Okay.
She does.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening to the JK Podcast. Until next time, I've been Ken O'Connor.
And I'm Josh Brandman.
Thank you all for joining us. Until next time, guys. See ya.